Get in here, get in here, get in here. Woo! It's Miss Tanya coming to you live. As you all know, it's Sunday morning, so we got so much to talk about. So why don't y'all get on in here? But cause Miss Tanya been hot flashing. Whew. I don't know if anybody else is struggling with it, but I got this bougie fan. You see how big that is? From the beauty supply store in Georgia. When I go out there, they got the best stuff, like crazy. Like I ain't never seen no all gold alligator clips. Like these are so nice. Got me looking like money in the shop. Like I ain't never seen no gold clip. What's up, Bishop? Get in here, get in here, get in here. You know we got stuff to talk about this morning. As always, it's Sunday morning. I'm Miss Tanya, your holistic hair and scalp restoration practitioner with lifestyle benefits. And this morning, we talking about water because I can tell a lot of y'all that follow me are not hydrated. Y'all living dehydrated. Bishop, I can tell you're dehydrated. I've been checking you out. Queen is dehydrated. Smooth Wheel is dehydrated. We're not drinking enough water. And I know that a lot of us don't like to hear that you're messing up in life because we all think that when we smoking that weed or we smoking them squares or we shooting them shots of liquor down our throats that we think we're not harming ourselves. But Miss Tanya is a confident 50-year-old woman who is not afraid of y'all. I'm not afraid to tell anybody you fucking up. And yes, today is Sunday, but that is the word I use when I coach my ladies. You fucking up. And you got to embrace that. Sometimes we just got to wake up and be like, dang, I'm about to be fucking up today because I ain't drinking no water. I'm only going to drink coffee. I'm going to chase it with some pop. Then I'm going to stop by Popeyes and get me some fried chicken. So we have to learn how to take accountability. Shout out to Charles, my homie in Arizona, who gave me my acknowledgement the other day about my accountability. And that is true. I'm not ashamed to admit that, yeah, I used the wrong gas, put the wrong gas in my car. We have to grow accustomed to becoming used to our accountability. You know what I'm saying? Like you have to become accountable if you know that man is cheating. Don't get mad because somebody is saying that you like to mess with cheating ass men. Don't let that hurt your feelings if you know you're entertaining a man and you know she got a woman. Take accountability for your scratch. Don't get mad if a female is running up on your job with questions. You knew he had a woman. So don't get mad. Take accountability and be like, uh-oh, I knew about you. Sorry. You know what I'm saying? So accountability is something that Miss Tanya has done. And clients and people in the community, they notice that. I've taken accountability about me getting fat. I was fat. You got to take accountability for that. But don't be walking around acting like you healthy or sexy or something and you know you fat. I took accountability, which means I know I was eating recklessly. I know I was an alcoholic drinking liquor like it wasn't nothing wrong with it. I know that I was not eating enough fruits. I know that I thought rice with butter and sugar on it mixed with some darn what corn. Corn is so unhealthy. And then I used to dunk a whole stick of butter in the corn for my kids thinking, swear to God, I'm feeding my kids healthy meals. No, I was not. There was never anything green on my children's plates. Never gave them no broccoli. They never had no greens. They never had no spinach and wondered why we was all chunky. My kids was even fat because I'm in control. You're in control of your children, not nobody else. Being fat is not a virus. You did that to yourself because you like to eat and you eating a lot and you ain't drinking enough of the right kind of water because that's how I lost my weight, y'all. I didn't go have no gastric bypass. I ain't doing that. I didn't go take no pills. I don't swallow that. So I had to get my shit together. And I had to say to myself, self, guess you're going to have to learn and read. And that's what I've done for us. And Bishop, like I said in the beginning, I can tell that a lot of us on here are dehydrated. You think you know how much water you should be drinking, but you know you don't. You think you know which waters are best for you, but you know you're confused. So this is what Miss Tanya is here for. Now I understand a lot of you out there may not care. That's taking accountability. You may say, I don't care if I'm healthy. I don't care if I don't ever lose weight. I don't care if I keep taking these pills. I don't care that I don't drink. Wait, I don't care that I drink alcohol every day. That's what's up. That's taking accountability. And you can tell when you have people around you that refuse to take accountability because they use this term. Oh, well. Have y'all heard or do y'all use that term? You'll never hear Miss Tanya using that word, oh, well. That is a synonym of accepting the negative. Did y'all know that? When you hear somebody say, oh, well, that just means that they know they fucking up. They know the result of their fucking up, and they don't care. That ain't me. I ain't never gonna say, oh, well, to something I know is about to get me in trouble. So back to what I was saying. Oh my God, little side CJ. No, ill side CJ. Shout out. Shout out. Bishop, how come you ain't never sent me nothing? I got me a new boo thing this morning. Wait, let me get the name. Ooh! What's up, Seaside? Is that what that said? Look like a gang member, but I'm with it, and I thank you. Because what? You must want me to keep spitting this knowledge about hydration? Because we should know by now. We're in trouble when it comes to water. The store-bought waters is getting nastier and nastier, and I can tell you why. And then did y'all not know that the store-bought waters is a bunch of tap water being put in a plastic bottle? Now, if you anything like I used to be when I was uneducated, I thought that the stores was selling something healthy for me. Your fault, for not researching the business and the protocol. The stores are not selling you anything that's healthy for you. Even the fruits and produce is all processed and covered with chemicals nowadays. They didn't used to do that back in the 70s. But a lot of us do not understand this, and we think that because you in Whole Foods, that it's healthy for you. Whole Foods is just another. Uncle Whack. Do y'all see what acknowledgement does to me? Who's broke? CJ, you must be broke, because that's a mindset. I don't even talk like that. You must be broke. Because remember, this is what I used to tell my females. When a man comes in the house accusing you of cheating, that just means that his ass is cheating. Facts. Because his brain is only going to be where his brain has been. So if he's cheating, he gonna come in and start questioning you about cheating. You messing with somebody? So CJ must be broke. What's up? LLC side. CJ, you must be broke. Because you see, you talk about what you are. So you talking about other people being broke, you must be broke. Because you see, I talked about hydration and making hair healthy because I got healthy hair and I drink water. So don't expose yourself like that, CJ, because you are what you speak, and you speak what you are. So while you haters out there, because it's a world full of haters, believe me, I'm a content creator. What is wrong with y'all? Y'all on here making me feel good. See, little seaside. I mean, wait, ill side C. CJ, yeah, see, he broke. CJ broke, y'all. He asking dudes to send him some money. CJ, what is wrong with you? You're dehydrated. I need you to get you some water, homie. Because you can tell how your pineal gland is operating. You ain't got no clarity, baby. But, good morning, slow help. What's up? Well, CJ, you talking like it. Don't be talking like that, because if you money, we talk money. You feel me? You don't be talking about being broke. That ain't a part of my lingo. I ain't worried about who's broke. I'm worried about who got some money. You feel me? Who else is making 10 G's a month? CJ, you make 10 G's a month? Because I make 10 G's a month. You feel me? Sometimes more. But I came on this morning to help us. You know, that's what I do. I like to have fun because I'm having and living the best life I've ever lived. Like I said, I ain't chunky no more. You know what I'm saying? My boobs actually stick out now. Everything used to blend because my stomach used to be way out here. I used to look pregnant. Look, I could do it before. I bet y'all don't know how to do y'all stomach like that. I used to really walk around like that, and now I walk around like this. Ooh, that was hard. But you got to take accountability, y'all, for what you want in life. Like if you want a good man, oh, I can tell you how to get a good man. And I'm going to tell you now, wearing braids and weaves and high top tennis shoes is not the way to get a good man. That's how you get a cheating man. Because good men are not attracted to braids and weaves and or high top boys tennis shoes. And there's a lot of grown women that choose to dress this way. But you have to understand what's called the law of attraction, everybody. Like, if you know what I'm saying, choose to wear a basketball uniform every day, you're going to attract a basketball coach or another basketball player, right? Right. So we have to accept these things and understand that you are what you talk, you are how you walk, you are what you say and do. So accountability comes into play when you know that there's something that you don't like, right? Like with me doing hair, I noticed that I did not like the result of conditioner. Like once I put this stuff in, yeah, it feels all sleek and shiny and stuff, and the hair feels all good. But once I rinse with this nasty ass tap water, I didn't mean to cuss. And I shouldn't be cussing because that's not the law of attraction. You know what I'm saying? We think when we rinse with this nasty tap water that what? All the conditioner has been rinsed out? That's not the case. You actually can feel that all the conditioner ain't rinsed out. And listen, y'all, slimy hair, slippery hair, that's not clean hair. That's going to give you a problem. And then, once the hair dries, I used to always wonder what in the heck happened to the deep conditioning. Because to me, and I don't know if I'm the only one that has this type of clarity, because I get it, I'm hydrated, and most stylists are not. So I see things that other people clearly are not seeing. So that bothered me. Like, what the heck? Now the ends is all tangled. Shit, it wasn't like that when the client sat down in my chair. And now I got to make her hair look better than it looked before she sat down. I got sick of that. I don't know if stylists out there, if anybody is listening and watching me and you stand behind the chair, when are you going to get sick of dealing with all that tangle and frizz after you deep condition? Even a protein treatment. I had to realize protein treatment ain't nothing but some conditioner or that. You better not be using that Afro-G. That stuff will make your hair crispy, crunchy, brittle, hard on sight. But I changed my ways because I took accountability because I don't like what I'm seeing and I didn't like the result when I used conditioner. Regardless if it's popular and everybody else swears that it softens hair, it wasn't working for me. My clients were struggling. My clients' hair was poofy, it was frizzy, the flat ironing wasn't lasting, it was all dull looking like they had dumped a whole bucket of rust on top of it. And that's the tap water doing that. So I was like, dang, I didn't like all that. I'm not going to keep staying stuck doing the same thing, especially that beauty school taught me. That was the basics. Like, is cooks still cooking the same dishes that they learned how to cook in culinary school? No. Are cooks using the same exact tools that they was introduced to in culinary school? No. Cooks get out and they elevate and find the best tools and they start creating the better dishes than what they learned in beauty school. Why? What is it about stylists that they get out of beauty school and they want to keep doing the same thing that they learned in school for years after they get out? Do you know I know stylists that spend behind the chair for 20 to 30 years and you're still shampoo, conditioning, blowing out, and you still using a pressing comb, you still using oil. I shouldn't have said oil. You still using a heat protectant, which is so unnecessary. Why have we not elevated? Why have you not searched for better tools? Why have you not created new services that's better than what you learned or see on social media? Why have you not leveled up? Why are you still doing the same thing you learned in school? You know what I'm saying? Like, we're supposed to get out, take accountability, pay attention to what's happening around you, and you're supposed to make adjustments, my people. You're not supposed to wallow in the norm or what's popular. Anything popular is some bullshit. I thought y'all knew that. I did the research. Think about it. There's a lot of companies that pop up out of nowhere and it be some bullshit because they be trying to tell you, like, this makeup is all natural. This is organic. Natural makeup. There's some people that actually believe that. Long as you say that word, natural, they think it's safe. Well, guess what, y'all? Anything that says it's natural is usually not natural because they don't even call food natural. They only call hair natural, and hair is not natural. It came up out your mama's cookie jar. So it clearly didn't come from nature. So I don't know why a bunch of people running around calling their hair natural. So this, if it says it's natural, it doesn't mean it's natural. You know what I'm saying? We have to take accountability to understand and admit that I'm confused, Miss Tanya. I don't know where moisture comes from. I thought it was in conditioner because I've been listening to all of these people on social media and I've never really done the educational research. Miss Tanya, I thought that a haircut and a hair trim was the same thing when it's not. Not when I train you, it's not. Beauty school got you thinking that it's the same thing. Maybe clients got you thinking it's the same thing. But when I train you, you're going to be like, oh, now I see what you mean. Yeah. So do my clients see what I mean too. So we have to start taking accountability and admitting our faults. Admit, we got to get more used to admitting our faults. We so busy pretending and acting like we're good all the time. That's toxic right there because you can look at you and tell you're not good. You know what I'm saying? So we have to learn how to be more honest in the world today. It'll make the world a better place to live in. Like when you see somebody that looks sad and you ask them, how are you doing? And they say, good. Don't that confuse you? Because you can see that they ain't doing good. That's what made you ask them how they doing. So we got to start learning how to say, I'm struggling today. I'm not okay today. I goosed a married man yesterday. I didn't mean to. I was just horny and his shaboing boing was hard and looking scrumptious, so I did it. Don't be out here acting like you all that and you, I'm blessed, but you sleeping with somebody's husband. You're not blessed. Let me be clear. You are blessed. You are blessed. Because I had to look up that word and take some accountability for it. That's why I don't say it and I don't use that term no more. I'm blessed. Duh. Everybody that woke up this morning is blessed. The child molesters that woke up this morning, they're blessed. The murderers of the world today that woke up today, they're blessed. Anybody that woke up today, God blessed you. So I used to have these certain females around me that used to talk that way all the time. I'm blessed. I'm blessed. And I used to wonder, why does she say that? Now I know why. Now I know why. But just understand that everybody that wakes up this morning is blessed. I'm blessed. Y'all are blessed. Right, right. Y'all going in. Y'all going in with the comments, and y'all know I'm gonna get to them in a minute because I love y'all when y'all leave comments. Hi Ruby. Oh, that's a pretty name, Ruby Pearl. So I wanted to get that. This is all about hydration today, so let's jump right in. Now that I see I got y'all's attention, and understand I'm a confident woman. That's why I get on here without really putting on a whole face of makeup, which I don't put this all over my face. I just put it right here because I had a pimple so that I can kind of camouflage it so I can keep my beauty. But I get on here without no makeup and without doing my hair and looking crazy for a purpose because I'm not on here trying to catch. Most women that are on social media doing videos. They trying to flirt and hope that they catch a man. I'm not on here for that purpose. I'm on here to educate, to inspire, and to motivate. I'm here to help us down this new path called the holistic hair and scalp restoration. You feel me? It is designed to give you healthier hair than you already have. And look, I got white girls booking with me that swore they had healthy hair before they sat down with me, and I got to hand it to them and be like, your ends are dead. Whoever was trimming them before they did not do a good job. And then I show them, like, look how uneven your hair is. So the clients and what I do, I've created this hair heaven for us because I did the research. And if I didn't do any research, you got to understand, I would still be using conditioner, telling my clients that I am giving them a deep conditioning treatment and that's a solution for hair loss. Or I would still be telling clients, I'm going to give you a protein treatment because they're clearly complaining about hair loss. Conditioner, shampoo, heat protectant, keratin, a relaxer, none of that is a hair loss solution. And I thought it was too. So I'm sorry, clients. Back in the 90s when I was giving y'all relaxers, because I ain't touched, well, I can't say that. I haven't offered relaxers since the 90s, but I really thought that that was a solution. I really thought that giving you a keratin treatment was a solution. It's not. These are all cover ups to make the brain think that we've done something good to the hair when in fact you haven't. And the only people, those of us that stand behind the chair, I need you to listen up. Additional research that I did was talking to clients, and that's uncomfortable to do. It's uncomfortable to ask your client, why do you book with me? It's uncomfortable to ask your client, how come you didn't come back in 2 weeks after the last session? But I've asked all these questions of my clients so that I can gain this knowledge so that I can lead and train others down a safe road. I mean, we don't have time to go through what beauty school taught us. I'm going to teach you some new innovative services. I'm going to provide you with a hydration treatment. Moisturization is played out. We all know this. Clients are looking for something different. Clients are looking for something that softens their hair after it dries. And mind you, today is wash day. I wash my hair every 4 days. I know a lot of people going way longer than that. But water is my game. I am a hydration expert. Not only is my product a water, but I drink a water too. And I'm about to start selling my drinking water because I have a high demand of individuals here in Denver that are tasting how horrible and wrecked the waters in the stores are. And they know that I fetch my water. I'm like a black Jack and Jill and my dad is Jack. We're like Jack and Jill. We run up a hill to fetch our water. We're not going to no store. We don't buy store-bought water. Why? Because I've done the research. And once y'all do the research, you ain't gonna buy it either. You'll be puking once you realize where that bottled water came from. And it's all tap water. Got y'all tricked into thinking what? It's spring water. Do you really think that that water bottling company took that water bottle that you bought out the store and took it up to the mountains to a spring and held it underwater for you and then put the lid on and took it to the store for you to buy? Where do you think that water really come from? I'll wait because we gonna dive in. Hello, my friend. Greetings from Maricon. What's up, Bishop? I see some more questions about my hair. Is it true that vitamin D deficiency can cause you, excuse me, to have bald spots in your hair? No, that's not true. Victoria, you've been marketed. You've been told a ploy. No, that's not true. Hair, bald spots comes from lack of scalp care. Nobody has detoxed your scalp. You've just been shampooing your head, and that's the problem. Listen, detoxing the scalp is just as essential as flossing your teeth. And I already know there's a lot of Americans that are not flossing their teeth. Hey, take accountability and say you don't care. You feel me? I don't care if I got stuff stuck in between my teeth too. I just want to brush the front, the bottoms, and the backs. That's accountability. You feel me? But we all know that there's 2 steps to proper oral care. Well, there's 2 steps to proper hair care. And if you're not doing your scalp, you're doing improper, I think it's called hairstyling. You're hairstyling. Because when you get into hair caring, your scalp is going to be addressed. Your ends are going to be addressed. Every 2 weeks, my clients get a dusting of their ends. Dustings don't make them any shorter. So to go back to the origin of your question, my love, Vitamin D has nothing to do with somebody is lying to you and trying to avoid the real underlying factor and trying to avoid not exposing the fact that they really don't know why you got bald spots. And a lot of stylists, they play this game where they'll try to tell you it's your pills and your medication. Listen, Victoria. I got over 60 women that book with me every 2 weeks, and all of them are on pills, on some type of pill, and I still got their hair growing. I'm reversing their alopecia. I'm reversing their hair loss. I have women now flying into Denver, staying with family members so that they can come and complete their 4 sessions because they can't find nobody to care for hair the way I care for hair. And I know why. I know why. Number one, beauty school did not teach us scalp care. So many people try to lie. Like I got people on Facebook trying to lie and say that they was trained on a Marcel iron when you know you was trained on a thermal iron. Thermal irons have a cord and you don't need no stove for a thermal iron. So I'm like, where are these people coming from? So I get it. I already know a lot of people are confused. But Miss Tanya is here to clear this confusion, not only clear it, but I'm also here to provide the solution to not just make your hair healthier than it is now. And nobody sits in my chair with healthy hair. Nobody. Everyone comes in with brittle hair, with shedding hair. It's falling all over the place. And then some clients, they think they don't have flakes. I do a very in-depth consultation before anybody sits in my chair. And one of the 8 questions that I ask is, do you notice any flaking or itching on your scalp? You don't know how many women tell me no, but now I know why, because I do the research. I'm holistic. That's what holistic means. So many people think that has something to do with products or a way of living. Holistics has everything to do with the mindset because you always are looking at the whole. You're not just going to listen to the problem and run up a tree. You're going to decide, wait, how did we get this problem, right? I just told somebody yesterday that going to see the doctor for her migraines and her high blood pressure and her diabetes. I told her, I said, don't you know that you're going to the people that want you to keep, they manage what you have in pills, don't get rid of nothing. And anybody that don't believe me, just stop and think. How long you been taking them high blood pressure pills? How long you been taking them diabetic pills? If the pills, y'all, really worked, you wouldn't have needed a refill, right? It would have taken what you had away in the first bottle, right? But that's not the case because we ain't never stopped to really think about this, huh? Them pills didn't work. If they did, you wouldn't have to keep taking them. So that clearly shows us that pills are an illness manager, period. Just like with a headache. You think that you're going to cure yourself from a headache by taking a Tylenol? No, you're not. All those pills do is keep you ill. It doesn't take your illness away. It's a cover up. And so many people are like, oh, I used to have high blood pressure. I used to have diabetes. And I used to take all them pills. This is how I know. I would never swallow a pill now because I've done the research to see how they make them. You better off snorting some crack or popping a crack pill or a piece of crack than you are these pills that these pharmaceutical companies make. It's a gang of chemicals in them pills, y'all. And here's something else too. Ain't no ingredient list on them pills that you get from the pharmacies. Pharmacists, do you know why? There is a reason for all things, y'all. And y'all just so busy running around and trusting them, running to the doctors. You're not supposed to be assigning somebody else to care for your body. That's your responsibility. The doctors are supposed to be for analysis, blood testing, blood withdrawals. You ain't supposed to be shooting nothing up into you. When Miss Tanya go to the hospital, they hate to see me coming. I don't come for me, but when I'm with my family is in there, you're not putting no IV in me. Only uneducated individuals is going to let an emergency room put an IV in you. Last time I was in an emergency room was way back in 2020. It's been 5 years since I've been I was just in a little clinic the other day, but we'll talk about that later. But what I realized all that time, hold on, y'all. You want the weight loss recipe? Water. Listen, y'all. Society nowadays has y'all thinking that the way to lose weight is to go run to the gym. That's not how you lose weight. A gym is going to make you increase your muscle mass. That could make you gain. That's not a solution for weight dropping. A lot of other people think, oh, let me take a pill. I'm going to go order me a weight loss pill. That don't make you lose weight either, my people. Do I have everyone's attention? I need everybody to say here if you're here with me. Are you here with me? And if you're here with me on this beautiful Sunday morning, that means you are interested in getting hydrated. You do want to do better. You do want to take accountability. You do want to learn how to work your own body. You don't want to keep taking pills. Here. Get in here, get in here, get in here, get in here. Now it's time for me to get serious. So let me tell y'all my story. I am a 50-year-old woman, born and raised in Denver, Colorado. I'm an only child to my mother and my father, and I am born to an interracial mixed family. My mother is mixed with both Cherokee and Blackfoot Indian. My father, he's mixed with Sweden and Creole. So my grandmother was a white woman, straight up white, blue-eyed white girl. And my grandfather was a crazy Creole dude, had blue eyes and was dark skinned. Then I have my grandparents on my mama's side who were Indians, very, 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 very particular type women. So I was raised with the yin and the yang. I don't know many of you that have been raised with a Caucasian foundation and an Indian foundation at the same time, but I also lived a life from a mother I was born to a mother that didn't have any real knowledge or education. And that is the case with a lot of us females. We're born to women that have mental issues. We're born to women that are depressed, because just because you're depressed doesn't mean that you're not going to get pregnant and have a baby. And having a baby does not fix your depression. You're still going to be depressed after you have the baby, right? So I was born to a very, very mentally challenged woman. So those traits got passed down to me. So I have to admit, my mother is an obese woman. And let me tell y'all something what hereditary means. Hereditary simply means, it doesn't mean that you're the same person as your ancestors. No, that's not possible. You're not even the same person as your identical twin. I know my mother's an identical twin, and her and my aunt are nothing alike. Okay. So the DNA, you being like somebody else is completely impossible. But hereditary means that you are making the same exact choices that your parents made. So that means you're getting the same exact results. Let me break that down. If you grew up watching your parents drinking alcohol every day, you drinking alcohol every day too. So that means you're going to have the same liver problems that your peoples had because you doing the same thing they doing. And there's certain things called formulas. That means you're going to automatically get the result no matter who you are, just like a math problem. It doesn't matter who works the math problem, but if you take the same exact steps, you're going to get the same exact result. My people, y'all got to understand, this is exactly how life works as well. So I ended up fat, and I mean chunkier than a mug. Now, some of us got a sexy chunky because maybe only your legs is fat and your stomach is all right, you feel me? Or maybe your face done just blew up and your booty is all right, you feel me? But I was fat all over, just a big old Michelin woman walking around with all type of lumps and humps like I was a newborn baby, because those are the only individuals that are excused from being chunky, right, as a baby. So here's what happened to me, y'all. I'm going to take y'all back to 2009. At the time, I was doing hair from home. I was also wearing exercise clothes because, baby, they grow with you. Do not wear exercise clothes that have expandable waist, because then they grow with you. I was an alcoholic. Remember, I'm a confident 50-year-old woman, so I don't have no problems, and I'm not ashamed of my past. Y'all might be ashamed of your past, but it made you what you are. So let it go. You can't change it. You might as well embrace it and hug it. Hug that man that cheated on you because he taught you something and he should have made you a stronger woman. But anyway, I ended up fat, y'all, in 2009. And I mean, I was well over 220 pounds. So many clients be like, Miss Tanya, I don't believe you. I got proof. Anything I talk about and speak on, Miss Tanya got the proof. So I showed her the photo and she was like, oh, and she looked at my body now and she was like, how did you do it? And I told her, now, it's not my fault that you don't listen to what you've been told. And it's not my fault that you choose to not follow a formula that you've been given. That's on you, to be told to do something and then you sit there dehydrate and say that ain't gonna work. Just like so many people about my product get caught up because they're like, what? Water don't do nothing. It ain't my fault you ain't got no water knowledge because it ain't my fault you have no water knowledge because water does a lot of things. It can make you sick. Seawater makes you sick. So we all know there's certain waters that have functions, right? Right. So I'm fat in 2009. And I really didn't know it because I was hanging around a bunch of females that didn't say nothing to me. They was just watching me get fat. And shame on you females that are watching your friends getting fat or getting their faces is getting blotchy or their hair is getting thinner and you ain't saying nothing to your friend. Shame on you. You're not a real friend because a real friend is going to speak up and be like, friend, are you gaining weight on purpose? Like, are you pregnant or what is going on? Let your friend say to you, no, I'm sick, because that's what happens when a woman starts gaining weight like that. Her thyroid done went high per. You know what I'm saying? And that comes from not drinking enough water. Everything that individual is eating is getting trapped into the intestines and the stomach. And because you're not putting enough volume of water into the body, it is getting caught and trapped, and now you're sick. So, what told me I was too fat and had gotten really overweight, everybody, is remember I told you I was doing hair from home. And when you do hair from home, you get real lazy. You know what I'm saying? Like you're not eating breakfast, you're not eating even dinner because you're doing hair all day. So when I did eat, I would pig out. You know what I'm saying? And then I'm chasing it with pop and sweet tea and then going to the club that night and drowning my intestines with poison because that's what liquor is. It's poison. And wondered why I was so damn heavy. Okay. Thought that I could go to the gym and do like a 30-minute workout and think I was going to lose weight. All right. So let's get to the origin. I go to put on a pair of slacks, y'all, because I done got invited to an event that I got to dress up for. And when I went to go put on my slacks, y'all, I couldn't zip them up because my belly had gotten that big. Okay. So at first, you know how you have them conversations, that person that be talking that nobody else ever hears? That's God. Just want you to know that's God. Said to me, damn, Tanya, you can't even fit. And I mean, none of my slacks that I was wearing when I was working prior to doing hair before I got fired and started doing hair at home. So it was like, ugh, I got to wear some jogging pants. I had to go find a pair of fitness pants just to get up over my belly. Okay, so if that wasn't enough, remember it's a formal event, so I gotta put on heels because I'm kind of bougie. I ain't gonna put on no high top tennis shoes, you feel me? Like some women do. So my heels had the little buckle, you know what I'm saying, on the side that you gotta buckle. The normal way is I used to put, like right now, ladies, if you cannot pull your leg and your knee up and sit it in the chair that you're with, we got to talk. That means your belly is too big and I can help you drop that weight. But when I went to go put my leg up, I couldn't. My belly was in the way, y'all. So that bothered me. Now, some of y'all get fat and I guess it don't bother you. I took accountability because it bothered me. I didn't want to be fat. That was not intentional. I didn't wake up one day and was like, ooh, I want to be 220 pounds. That's not what I did. And I expected my family and my friends to warn me that I was getting chunky, and then nobody say nothing to me, Victoria. Sure. So God made this happen because I think God knew my heart. He knew my mind was all distracted, but he knew my heart. So I remember that day. This was back in like 2009. And that's when the Wii board. I don't know any holler Wii. If anybody used to play video games, I had 3 kids in the house, so my kids had a different game system because one of my kids only liked the Wii, the other one only liked the PlayStation, and then the other one only liked what other game console? We had a Wii, a PlayStation, and an Xbox. I didn't even know that they were all different like video games. So anyway, one of them had a Wii board, so I went upstairs and took my stuff back, and I went and plugged it up on my TV in the basement, and I started working out consistently every day. Now, on top of that, God knew that working out was not the total solution to weight loss. So God was like, I'm gonna have to do something else to Tanya to get her to change. So in 2009 or 10, one of them two, I go to the doctor, y'all. You know, them folks that give us them pills that don't know nothing. You know, have you noticed that? That when you ask your doctors about something, they go, oh, I don't know. Anyway, went to them folks, and I'm told that I have a mass. Now, mind you, this is 2009. So the word cancer had not even come out yet, y'all. So they called it a mass. Do y'all remember that word? Yeah, I'm sure a lot of us, or I don't know if y'all ever had cancer or a mass, but they called it benign. Okay, and that meant that it's bad, and if you don't get it out, you're gonna die type stuff, right? So I go in for the procedure. It's an outpatient procedure. They did it through my coochie. I don't know how they did that, but I didn't suffer no cuts or nothing on my body. But the coochie was sore. It bled for 3 days, and I couldn't do hair for 5 days. So the mass situation was a little confusing because I really didn't understand how I got it. And like I told y'all, doctors don't explain nothing. They should be telling us what caused us to get the mass, but they don't. Thank you so much. It's all because I drank half my body weight. Hold on, because I haven't hydrated yet. Y'all want to see me drink water? This is how I drink. Check it out. Just wanted to show you that that's like 20 ounces right there. And it's crazy because you know what? I've noticed only white people are interested kind of in drinking water or into me drinking water. Because when I have it with me, white people are always complimenting me. They're like, oh my God, good job. Black people be like, why are you drinking all that water? Now I know why. Because most black people lack proper hydration knowledge, and most white people, they dwell in hydration knowledge. Most. I've learned how to say these words, most white people. So back to my story. After I left the doctor, y'all, and after I had my surgery, guess what? They did not change. They didn't change any behaviors because I didn't go see a holistic practitioner. I went to go see a primary physician, and they're not going to do the holistic. So there was no research done on how I got to 220 pounds, how this mass collected inside of my uterus at that, and more so, what to do to change so that I don't end up with stage 2. But guess what? This is the problem, y'all, that we have to take accountability for when we choose to go depend on somebody else. I say the same thing to women when it comes to these men about your love and your confidence and your motivation and your gifts. That should come from you. You shouldn't be waiting on no man to buy your own flowers. I buy myself flowers. I buy myself gold. If I wait on a man, you're going to be buying paparazzi for yourself. And I ain't with that. So I had to realize it's up to us to take care of ourselves and elevate ourselves, right? So check it out. Didn't change nothing at home. So I go back to drinking alcohol after my first scare. They done told me I have a benign mass in my body. Okay. So I go back home. I go back to eating pork chops. I go back to putting sugar and butter in my rice. I go back to drinking sweet teas and coffee every day with hardly any water. I used to carry around the same water bottle, a 16-ounce water bottle all day because I was kissing it. I call that sipping. That's how people drink water when I see them. They take their water bottles off and then they swish it around in their mouth. That's so nasty. Don't do that. You're collecting all the bacteria in your mouth when you swish it around before you swallow it. Anyway, I didn't change nothing, y'all. I didn't change not one behavior at home. So guess what happened? Let me see, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Guess what happened 8 years later? It came back. And mind you, I still was chunky. I couldn't figure out how to drop the weight. I was working out on the Wii board. I'm taking the weight loss pills. What else was I doing to try to lose weight? Man, and nothing was working. I was not dropping the pounds. So 8 years later, I find myself back in the doctor's office because I'm bleeding for 11 to 14 days, which is not normal. I'm cramping my butt off, which is not normal. Anybody having cramps and suffering with cramps, and I know this is something you don't post about, reach out to me. I know exactly why you're cramping, and I know exactly what to do to get them cramps up off you. And once I give you this solution, don't get mad at me. You better go buy like 10 extra pairs of panties, because we all know that usually the cramping is usually our identifier that the period is coming down. Once I give you my solution for no cramps with your menstrual cycle, you're going to be mad because you're going to be messing up your panties, because you're just going to go to the bathroom and you'll just be bleeding. And you'll be like, dang, if you're not tracking or nothing. That's what happened to me when I first made my change. I was like, that's what's up. Because them cramps used to wreck my whole day. All right, so back to 2017. I go back in because I'm having all these issues. And I'm told now I've got stage 2 cancer. Has anybody on here been told that you got stage 2? I don't know if you know what cancer even means, but I do. And I don't know if you know what stage 2 means. I do. So at the time, though, I'm hearing this, I'm not understanding. Like, this is the first time I've even heard this word. Like, what is cancer, right? Let me give you another footnote. Another thing God did in that year, because I've always been appointed and anointed, I just didn't understand, and I didn't have the revelation delivered to me in my early days. So I was confused as to why certain things kept happening to me. You know what I'm saying? So in that same year, that was the year that I met a water owner, a white boy, older man, because breaded. It wasn't no young, ain't no young people owning water in the world today. So this was a 68-year-old man, white boy that I met. I love my white boys. And he liked me too. And so just like I like y'all, people that like each other, they educate each other, right? Right. So he taught me about water, y'all. He taught me about hydration. He taught me about the different types of water. I know the difference between artesian. I know the difference between spring. I know the difference between distilled. I know the difference between purified. I know the difference between reverse osmosis. I know the difference between all waters. I'm very knowledgeable with the differences of filtration versus purification. They are not the same. And I know a lot of this stuff is confusing, but I'm just trying to demonstrate the knowledge that I have obtained by the grace of God when it comes to drinking water. So the third thing that I did, that God did to me that year, was educated me deliberately, because I didn't set out to learn water. I didn't wake up one day and was like, I'm going to learn water, and I'm going to stick my neck out, and I'm going to build a whole brand, not just bottle a product. I built a whole brand behind water. I'm up to 10,000 a month. I don't sell conditioner, shampoo, or oils. I sell a water. Y'all ain't listening. Y'all are not listening. Some of you should be resignating and taking accountability, like, maybe that's why I'm struggling, because I'm steady offering conditioning and protein treatments. Maybe I should order my water beauty solution and start offering my clients a hydration treatment. And then y'all gonna see that most of your clients is picking the hydration over the moisturization, because hydration keeps your hair soft even after it dries. That moisturization gonna have you shedding, crunchy, brittle, poofy, looking like your daughter the next day or something. You know what I'm saying? So back to what I was saying, I learned water. So I find myself getting ready for surgery, y'all, because that's what happens. They call it treatment for stage 2 cancer. And the only reason I ended back up in radiology was because the gynecologist that I had at the time, oncologist, whatever, wanted fresh images, you guys. So that's what made me have to go back into radiology after I started drinking half my body weight every single day. Okay, that's a footnote that I'm gonna get back to. So I get into the doctor's office, and any female that knows if you've had any OBGYN issues, they like goosing you with that camera. So the first lady lubed up, she went on up in me, and there's pure silence, in this procedure. But she steady, like, I mean, she goosing and she cutting up my left side. And so it felt a little uncomfortable because the same what she did the first time. So I realized I needed to speak up and clear my confusion. And I'm like, is everything okay? Because you kind of going in a little aggressively. And she don't say nothing. She pulls the camera out and then she bones out the room. So you should have seen me. I come up on my elbows and I'm like, the hell is going on, right? And ladies, you get scared when the nurses is having their own conversations, you know what I'm saying? They ain't telling you nothing or they leaving, and do you be feeling weird, like what's going on, right? So then the door opens up and in comes two of them, okay? It's like her and her homie. So I'm like, why she go get her own girl? So she comes in and she asks me, do you mind if she, takes a look as well? So I was like, no, I don't mind if you goose me another time with the camera. So they go up in me and she do the same thing. You know what I'm saying? She like, so I'm like, she doing me the same way. All right, she pulls out, wipes off, and they leave. Oh, and then the other girl goes and tells me you can get dressed. So I said, hold up, wait a minute. Y'all just goosed me twice. Why? You know them texts ain't supposed to say nothing to you. We know this, right? They supposed to keep their mouths shut and just send the results back to the doctor. Well, this one was different. God, God, God. This one was different. Because when I asked her what was wrong, she said, I don't see the polyp, Tanya. And this is what they called it. Because doctors is always changing the names to things to make you think that you got something different when it's the same thing that you had before. Ain't that messed up? But doctors do play these games with you. And shout out to a doctor if you on here. You know that's your protocol. To keep us sick, to make us think something is going on that ain't. Y'all use a whole bunch of words that we don't understand, like cells. Where do the cells come from? The cells is food, and the cells is collecting because you ain't drinking enough water. And they don't like to talk to you about water. Think about it. Look at how many times y'all have been to the doctor and how many times any of them, because you see a whole bunch of different people, ain't said nothing to you about your water intake. So the other one comes in, right? And oh no, I'm past that. I'm past that. She tells me that she doesn't see it. And that was confusing to me. And I'm like, what you mean? She was like, the polyp is not there. So I'm thinking to myself, what could I have done, right? What did I do to have this polyp disappear? And I remember I had just started even carrying because I was serious about becoming hydrated because at that time I didn't know water dropped weight. I started drinking water for clarity because that's what the white boy told me. He was like, if you really want to run business better, Tanya, and you really want to be able to process your thoughts properly and stop having nightmares, because all that comes from dehydration, he taught me how to hydrate, man. Because I remember as I pulled my panties up in my pants, because you got to wipe all that jelly stuff off you. I remember looking at the water, and that was God. That was a prayer. And I remember saying to myself, I ain't changed nothing but drinking this water. You know what I'm saying? And I had been drinking water from the stores my whole life when I was fat and chunky and unhealthy. So clearly them waters don't help us. I started drinking mountain water, okay, that comes from the mountains. I said in prayer, I wonder if it's the water. But I wasn't sure, and I didn't speak it out loud. It was just a revelation that God gave me back then. And I'm not gonna lie, once you start drinking water, baby, all type of things start getting better. Like your taste buds sharpen, you start farting out all that oxygen that's trapped in your belly. Because I now realize I didn't realize how much oxygen gets trapped into our bodies in addition to foods, right? All right, so I leave the doctor's office, and as she said, you need to follow up with your doctor. So I couldn't wait to talk to my doctor, and this was an in clinic visit when I went back. I'm thinking my doctor is going to be excited, y'all. But do y'all know my doctor had an attitude because I'm reporting to her that I'm hydrated. I done figured out how to get hydrated, and she was mad. I couldn't believe her. I ain't gonna say her name because she might follow me still, but she was mad that I had found a way to avoid them. Ooh, she was mad. And it was hurtful to me, y'all, because I had spent 10 years. Hell, my gynecologist was my primary physician. I never seen a primary. I had so many issues with my midsection that I was seeing the gynecologist every month. Hell. So I was seeing this woman all the time. We talked outside the clinic, but all of a sudden she got an attitude with me and she's not interested in hearing about how I flushed this polyp about my uterus, and now I've avoided surgery. She was mad, mad. I think she was like, I done ordered this surgery. I thought I was getting all this money on this girl, and she done messed around and figured out how to take care of herself. She don't need us nor these pills we prescribe. And she done finally figured out that all she has to do is drink half her body weight in ounces of water, of the right kind of water. And now she's well. She's experiencing optimal wellness. She's probably holistic because those are only individual, because you know they be documenting your ass when you come in. They be putting all them comments in. And she probably is holistic and she's probably going to live well because all of her labs came back negative. Everything looks fine. They be mad when you get healthy. They love for you to be sick. They love hearing that you have an issue. They love hearing that you're struggling. And that's not what's up. I don't ever want to be in no medical field or no doctor because I'd have to quit. I'd have to resign. That's probably why I'm not a stylist no more. I had to stop hairstyling and got into hair caring because I didn't like all that was going on with hairstyling. My clients was losing their hair with some braids. My clients was losing their edges with wigs. Shoo. My clients was losing their length with conditioner. So I changed it all. So I started drinking half my body weight in ounces, and I ain't seen a doctor since. Mm, mm, I'm healthier than I've ever been without a doctor. I run my best business without a doctor. I got God and water. All you need is God. Drink good drinking water, my water. And some of y'all always say, well, it's the same water. There you go again, exposing your lack of knowledge. No waters are the same. Distilled water is not spring water, and seawater is not purified water. You feel me? So that's how I dropped my weight, y'all. So I started drinking half my body weight because I got scared into cancer, or I got scared by getting cancer. And so, in addition, y'all, to beginning to drink, or I started drinking half my body weight of mountain water, which is not store-bought water, is I changed my diet too, because that is part of the holistics. And this is another part that your doctors ain't talking to us about. You know what I mean? Being sent to a nutritionist was the first thing that you did back in the 70s and 80s. If you came in talking about you weren't feeling good, you went to go see a nutritionist. You know what I'm saying? And back in the day, they used to talk about water, about drinking enough water. But what has happened over the years, my people, is that the waters are changing. The waters that are in the stores are not at the same levels that they were at 5 years ago, my people. And if you do the research, you'll understand how public water is even processed and what the EPA is all about and what they do and what they put in the water and why. I've done all that research. You wonder why I fetch my water from the mountains. You'll never catch me drinking store-bought water. I'm scared of getting cancer again. I'm scared of being sick. I'm scared that my diabetes is going to come back. I'm scared that I'm going to have high blood pressure again. I'm scared well, I don't have a period no more. I ain't got no period no more. Oh, I love being 50. But that's why, you know what I'm saying, is we are lacking water, my people. And more brown skinned people are dehydrated than white people are. And that's because we think we know everything and we're so afraid of change. And that's so ridiculous. We are sentencing ourselves to illnesses because we keep doing the same stuff. Like I talked about earlier, why are stylists still doing the same thing that you was doing in beauty school? Why are you still doing the same things that your parents was doing? Our jobs in life is to get out, take accountability, do the research, and search for better solutions. You're not supposed to be doing the same exact thing your mom is doing. You're not supposed to be living in the same exact complex that your mom lives in. You feel me? You're supposed to do and be better. So that's what this video is all about today. Any other questions about hydration should be in my question situation, because I'm about to look into them. Because some of y'all know I get on here and I have fun because I'm living my best life. I'm healthy. You know what I'm saying? I don't get sick. I don't need a doctor. You know what I'm saying? I'm running my best business, my clarity, my skin is on point. I don't have to add a concealer under my eyes. Do you know how many women out here is spending major coins on concealer because you got dark eyes? There's a reason for that. Now, with mine, they used to be darker than this, but mine's have lightened up pretty good. But I got all the holistic alternative solutions for us. So if you're out there, I need to hear from you. My link is in the description. Also, did y'all know that if you click the bar down below this video, y'all see it down there? Take your finger and slide it to the left. You'll see that thanks. You can hit that and send me some thanks. I mean, I'm not asking for money. You know what I'm saying? Just send me a thanks. I think it's $2, which ain't a bunch of money, you know what I'm saying? But it just helps YouTube to know that, yeah, we should keep this Tanya channel, this holistic, the hair and scalp restoration channel live because people need her. She's becoming a resource. She has a lot of knowledge. She has water knowledge, which is something these YouTubers don't got. So I'm very, very essential in your life. And you may say, well, so what, Tanya? I don't care. I'm going to keep drinking my alcohol. Hey, you can do that. I ain't going to judge you. You may say, well, Miss Tanya, I don't care. I'm going to keep being fat. Hey, I ain't going to judge you. That's your life. You know what I'm saying? That's on you. Your life is 100% your responsibility. If you want to keep sleeping with married men, that's on you. You know what I'm saying? We're Americans. Ain't nobody going to take us to jail for doing these type of things. These are not laws. But I promise you, there is what's called the law of attraction. And if you are not drinking enough of the right kind of water, you might not be as attractive as you think. So I'm telling y'all, these are proven formulas. It's worked for me. My father, he beat cancer through water. He went and got treatment though. I think he got a little scared. He took the COVID vaccine too. I didn't take that mess. I got strong faith, and I know I got some sense, and I know a lot of people really fell victim to taking that virus and then felt stupid because you the main ones that ended up with COVID and wonder why. And that's because they shot that stuff up into you, making you think that it was going to protect you. Woo! We got to really wake up and get this water into us so we can stop being tricked by all these marketing myths and ploys. But once you hire me, and it's not cheap, y'all know this. Shoot, look how much you're paying for the doctors, and they're misleading you and keeping you sick. So you know if you come to me, you got to have some coins because I'm going to give it to you all the way straight, and I'm going to tell you exactly what you need to do. And in addition to just telling you what to do, I'm going to take you by your hand and I'm going to walk with you. I'm going to check on you every day. You got anybody right now checking on you, asking you, have you drank enough water for the morning? No, ain't nobody caring about you like that except me. I tell my clients the same thing. Is anybody else worried about your scalp buildup? They say no. Is anybody else worried about whether or not your ends are dead or not? They say no. I said, all right then, I care. Sure. So you might as well stick with me because if you go back, you're going to struggle. You're going to go back to losing your hair and you're going to go back to being frizzy and poofy. So if you don't like these things in your life, I need to hear from you. I only got 2 to 3 slots left because I'm proud to state, shout out to Miss Purge Diamond. I hope she's on here. I just started mentoring her. She's in Gary, Indiana. She's my age, and I'm noticing young people, they ain't got time to change. If you 20, 30, 20 and 30-year-olds, they ain't got time to change. I'm cool with smoking this weed. I'm cool with sleeping with somebody else's husband. I'm cool with only making a little bit of money and struggling. That's not us in our 50s. We gets it together. So if that's you, you might want to hang out with a 50-year-old. Y'all can come hang with me and kick it. I'm cool peoples. I'm just 50. So I don't play. I'm super serious. And I got all the knowledge and the gems that y'all need to live better. Because again, your doctor ain't doing it for you. Your therapist, all they do is sit behind the desk and ask you a bunch of questions like, how does that make you feel? Well, what are you going to do about it? Well, hell, if I had all the answers, I wouldn't flip and be here in no mental health, seeing a therapist. Like, I thought I was coming to learn something. All they do is sit, really? Well, how did that make you feel? Well, what are you going to do about it? Well, what are you going to think next time? Like, I'm going to give you the truth. We're going to do the holistics, which is fun. I now have what's called a hydration launch that I'm doing where I'm selling the drink water. I'm going to fetch it. I'm going to provide a convenience because I'm smart. You know, the water got me thinking. So I'm going to provide a convenience for those in my community because we're all noticing how nasty the store-bought waters is tasting and ain't nobody really trying to buy them no more. And when they come see me for their hair, I know what I'm doing. I give them a cup of my water, and any water drinker, they be like, Tanya. I'll be like, I know. And then I'd be like, oh, you drink water, huh? They be like, yeah, I drink water all the time. I know, because those are the only ones that actually are attractive to to quality water. So I have mothers that sit in my chair that have just delivered babies. And some of us do care more about our kids than we care about ourselves. So I know some pet owners want to buy this water because they care about their pets more than they care about themselves. So I know some of us do care. I'm going to get to y'all's comments in a minute. I'm almost done dumping. But I got the knowledge, you know what I'm saying? Like I just had somebody the other day that messed around and tried my product because I promise you, you don't think water will do anything. So she calls, they reach out to me, her and her husband. They thinking that I done bottled distilled water. I told them, put distilled water on your hands and rub it in and tell me what happens when it dries. Go in the bathroom and wash your hair and treat it and put some distilled water in it. Your stuff gonna be shedding and it's gonna be crunchy. Try it. I tell everybody, be willing to do the research that I've done so that you can gain the knowledge I got because I did it. I even tried to go as long as people be saying they be going without washing their hair, without washing my body, and I couldn't make it past 3 days because I started itching like crazy. And that's when I said, ooh, so our scalps do the same thing our bodies do if you don't wash your body for days at a time. I had to do the holistics with that. Like, wait a minute, we do be going a gang of days without washing our hair. And what do we think our sweat evaporates or disappears? No, it layers up and ends up looking like boogers. That's what we called them the other day. You got scalp boogers because sweat, boogers, spit, tears, it's all semen, it's all the same mucus, it's all the same liquid. I didn't know that. But when you don't do no research, you won't know that. And that's why I know that because I've done so much research, y'all. And I'll teach y'all if anybody want a bigger booty, I'll teach you how to get a nice rump where you don't have to go see no dang surgeon and stuffing your belly into your booty to try to fake it and get you a bigger one. I can help you obtain a bigger one. There's some stuff you got to do every day that I do. But if you do what I do, you're going to get what I got. So the only people that should not be reaching out to me are those that are fine. You're already earning $10,000 a month. You already using a hydration treatment instead of a moisturization treatment. You've already dropped your weight. You already know about water and you know the difference. You can tell me the difference between spring distilled and artesian. But if you don't know these things, come on, y'all. Get out your head. That's what my holistic mental wellness series is called. In your heads. Because you are in your head, stopping yourself from elevating because you don't want to change. Change is inevitable, my people. It's the only way to get better. So if you're scared to change, you scared to lose weight, you scared to stop drinking, you scared to stop smoking cigarettes, you scared to stop messing with that cheating or that other woman's husband, we need to talk. I'm going to help you with all things. That's why I'm a mentor, not a coach. A coach only helps you with one subject or topic. I'm a mentor. I'm going to help you with all kind of things. I'm going to help you with your business, your relationships, your children, your health, your hydration, everything. everything. When I'm in your life, you gonna win-win. You feel me? Let me get to these comments because y'all going off. And I love y'all. Did I tell y'all that this morning yet? I love you. If nobody has said it to you yet this morning, let Miss Tanya be the first to tell you. I love y'all. I love y'all. I'm going to the top too. So just hang on. Those that have made comments early, you know, Miss Tanya going to review these comments and I'm going to answer all of them. So I pray none of y'all have gotten smart or disruptive, rude, or distracting because you know you're going to get removed. So I advise you, you better go up and clean up your mess, do some damage control before I find it and get and remove you. But here we go. Anybody have any questions about your diabetes, your high blood pressure, your thyroid going hyper or hypo, your allergies, your migraines? I can fix all that. All right, I'm going to the top. Dang, y'all. Y'all, we going to be here for a while. Croy! Did I say it right? Makes me so excited. Do y'all be doing that to other YouTubers? I'm gonna do that to a YouTuber. I'm gonna send them some because y'all send me some and I see how good it feels, so I'm gonna do it to somebody else. All right, to the top. Here we go. Good morning, Bishop. How are you? Yeah, I'm here. What's up, Shaka? All right, what's up, Heather? How are you? Marcus, what's up? Blue bra? No, all my bras are black. And I only wear Victoria's Secret too, just so y'all know. I don't be shopping at J.C. Penney's or Walmart for my panties and bras. They all come from Victoria's Secrets and they got to match. Are y'all into matching? Because some people like mismatching. I don't like to mix. I like to be on point. So my bra and panties match. You know what I'm saying? I got the little Victoria's Secret situation right here, and I got the little Victoria's Secret situation right here too. But thanks for asking. But no, colors are for little girls. I don't wear colors. If you a grown woman like me, you only wear black bras and underwear. You feel me? I used to tell my dude, like, pink is for little girls and panties are for little girls. If you a grown woman, you wearing thongs, huh? I wear a thong. I don't wear no panties. I used to on my period, but you know. Thanks for asking. That's what's up. I like them kind of questions. How are you, Mattel? Matei. Greetings, y'all. I got a lot of global people on here. What's up, morning, Sunday blessings? Stay consistent and healthy. And always remember, no weapons formed against you shall prosper, and your health is your true wealth, not money. Hey, time, facts. My best attribute right now for my life is my wellness. It's not the 10,000 a month that I make. It's not all the clients that I got booking with me. You feel me? It's my wealth, my wellness. You feel me? I'm wealthy. It has nothing to do with money. Being wealthy means that you're not sick. You know what I'm saying? Your mind, your clarity is right. You know what I'm saying? You're moving right in life. So thank you, time, for that. How working? What's up, Sean? Yeah, I'm dropping this gospel. What's up, Forever Life? The Spirit Never Dies. Hi, KBI. Deuces. I drink alkaline water. Oh, God. Let's talk about that. Why y'all keep calling it alkaline water? That's like y'all calling, let me think, alkaline water. Let me think, alkaline water. Let me think of a good example. I don't know why y'all call it alkaline water. Let me just know that all water is alkaline. So I don't know what people be saying. What are you saying? Rainwater is alkaline. So, duh. Now that I've done the research, I have to look back. Like, why do people say that? I drink alkaline water. It's okay, everyone does. Everybody drinks alkaline water. But so many people was trying to convince me that they was drinking a special water and that alkalinity is healthy for you. Clearly, zero pH knowledge. Somebody trying to get you to think you need to be drinking high alkalinity water. So now when people ask me that question, I got so much knowledge now. I'm going to ask you, what kind of alkaline water are you drinking and what's the source? Because all water is alkaline. Add mountain. I ain't adding no Mountain Valley nut. That's bottled water time. I'm not fooling with bottled water. Forget that. You're supposed to be fetching your water from your mountains. And when you hire me to become your hydration expert mentor, I'm going to teach you how to obtain the rights of the water in your state too, because we've done all this research already. I'm already helping people all across the United States on how to go and fetch their own water. But of course, you need to hire me if this is something you want to do, because time. Don't be thinking you got special water because you're calling it alkaline, because all water is alkaline, baby. See, and that's the problem with me. A lot of people don't like me because I got so much knowledge, they can't just talk out the side of their neck to me, because I'm going to catch it and then I'm going to put it in your mouth and make you speak it properly. You feel me? Because that's the first step to getting better is you got to speak. You got to speak right. Because if you, and that's why I got to change y'all's mindsets, you see. Because based on how, just like I was telling the CJ homie, you know what I'm saying? I think he might be struggling because he's talking about being broke. So the mindset only caters to what it is interested in capping, right? Or housing. But I want y'all to all know, like, please understand this. All water is alkaline, okay? Even rainwater that comes from God is alkaline water. And if it came from a store, you're in trouble. You're buying tap water. And that's a hard pill to swallow. I know you, again, I know you think that water bottling company, I don't care if it is in glass, people are listening. They hear how we refuse to do the real knowledge. So they put in tap water in glass and got y'all thinking that it's quality water. That clearly shows you're not doing the research. And you got to do the research so that you don't keep getting distracted by these marketing myths and these marketing ploys. So let me move on. Bishop. Oh, thank you once again. Side CJ. Like, are you ill on the side of CJ? I don't know what makes us come up with the names we do, but what's up? And thank you so much for the love. What's up, Herman? Thank you, my love. Man, seaside. I mean, I keep saying seaside because I'm from the blue side, but side CJ. Okay, I get it. And thank you. CJ trying to hit. You hit what? You trying to hit a basketball or you trying to hit a home run? What you trying to hit? Don't do that to me. I'm a single woman at that too, so. And how y'all gonna come out here and talking about you want to hit? Do y'all be doing that on YouTube too? Because I see what's going on Facebook. My DMs be cracking on Facebook, y'all. Full of men doing the most. Damn, CJ, how you gonna hate on another CJ? Y'all knock it out. That nigga CJ, babe, come to the real CJ. Oh, y'all out here banging. I love it. I would come pick both of y'all up and we both, all three of us, gonna go have lunch together. Me and both CJs. And by the time we get done with lunch, I promise you, y'all gonna be the best homies ever because that's what I do. I create relationships. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Toilet water. Uh-oh, that's the cleanest water in your house is toilet water. God's only one. No wonder. God, somebody got some knowledge. But did y'all know the cleanest water in your possession, in your house, I should say that, the cleanest water in any dwelling unit is in the toilet. That's facts. Y'all think the toilet water is so nasty. That's only after you done put your bodily stuff into it. But there's a reason the toilet is so clean. I even did the holistics with that, and I found out why the toilet water is so clean. And it has everything to do with the piping. There's no pee trap in the toilet like the sinks got. You feel me? So that back part right there, that reservoir, that's got the clean water in it. That's your cleanest water source. And guess what? All y'all got distilled water right in your house. I don't know why everybody running to the store buying distilled water. Like, you clearly ain't got no water knowledge. If you got a hot water tank in your house, you got distilled water in your house, and you got 40 gallons of it for free right in your hot water tank heater in the closet. So we're clearly moving too fast in life, and we clearly ain't got the knowledge that we truly need in order to get through this thing called life. The water is changing, population is changing, the climate is changing. Like my clients, they wondering why I got so much hair loss, why I got so many flakes. Because you're sweating more. Have you not noticed that you up at 2 a.m., hot as hell, feeling like there's a fire under your bed? You know what I'm saying? There's a reason for that. There's a climate change that is happening, and hardly anybody is paying attention to it. And that's sad because all y'all gonna get caught looking, and y'all gonna end up sick, and you're not going to know why. And I pray to God that you reach out to me and get your free 30-minute consultation booked so we can start working on it. Because I promise you, it don't happen overnight. You didn't gain that weight overnight, so it ain't going to take overnight to get it off. You didn't lose that hair in just 2 years, so it ain't going to take just 2 years to regrow it back. We have to understand these things. The longer you take and the longer you wait, the longer it's going to take when you get started. And don't be that one that you find in yourself in your 60s and 70s praying to God and wishing that you had made the changes when you were younger. So please, y'all, get it together. And you don't have to hire me. Go find somebody else that's going to help you with your water intake. Go find somebody that's going to help you to avoid having to see a doctor. Go find somebody else that's going to help you obtain your healthiest hair ever. By way of hydration treatments instead of moisturization treatments and protein treatments. That stuff is played out and it's got clients struggling. So we got to get with it. It's time for change. We all feel it. Some of us are like, why am I struggling? Because you refuse to change. Some of us is, why am I getting so heavy? Because you refuse to change. Some of us is like, why is the alcohol? How come I? Because you refuse to change. And change is easy when you've got a friend that's already changed that can share with you how I changed. Then you can decide if you want to do it too. And you may say, well, I want to be like Miss Tanya. I want to earn $10,000 a month, and I want to look and feel amazing, and I want to be able to be monetized on YouTube, and I want to be able to. I done made $500 over on Facebook, y'all, fooling with that Marcel Iron. Marcel Iron got me blowing up on these social media channels, y'all. Y'all know I've been using a Marcel Iron since 1992. I thought it was old and played out. And then somebody was like, Tanya, you are the GOAT because you use that Marcel. I was like, I'm the what? Don't be calling me no GOAT. And I was like, what you mean? She had to explain to me what that meant because I'm older. And I was like, I'm calling me no animal. I'm not a GOAT. But then I realized that means you're like the shit. You know what I'm saying? Let me get on here. That toilet water had me going. Bonjour, Susanna. What's up, MTT? CJ still in the house? Oh, y'all agreeing. Y'all still calling CJ broke. Yeah, I told him. I tried to tell him not to talk about it because what you talk about is what you are. And then other people going to talk about it too. So don't speak on negativity. Only speak positivity. Okay? Because when you do that, positivity comes back to you. When you hating on other people, the world going to hate on you. Shoot, I didn't know that. It's called karma and it is real. Yes, he's broke. Y'all funny. What's up, Pip Maple? Good afternoon from London. What's your channel about? Oh, it'd be about a whole bunch of other things. I'm holistic. I'm not just one topic all the time. You know what I'm saying? We be all over the board. That's why you want to make sure you get on here with me on Sundays because you have no idea what Miss Tanya about to get on here and talk about. And as you see, we have a party. I know how to keep that attention because I have what's called a persona. I've learned how to work these channels. You know what I'm saying? I know what I got to do on Facebook. I know what I need to do on Instagram. I know what I need to do on YouTube. And if you're on here and you want to be monetized like me, I can show you how much money I earn. It ain't a lie. YouTube is tight. I'd rather give all my attention to Facebook because Facebook got Meta pays. YouTube, they had me thinking YouTube was all that. It ain't all that. You got to be like sharing these darn court cases or something on your channel in order to get the watch hours because you really got to do something or have content that keeps people's attention. And if you're boring and your content is boring, you already know we about to hop up out of here and go watch somebody else, right? So again, I just keep opening the doors for you. Come on in. Let's sit down on my couch and let's talk about it. I ask a woman if she's cheating, if I suspect it. That's what's up, Marley. You know about lies? So many people lying. Shit, CJ, send me some money, my nigga. I'm gonna give it back. Y'all funny. Thank you, side CJ. You came through for me today, baby. Mind you, click my link down below. When you click it, you're gonna get my phone number. Like, y'all need to do what I be telling y'all to do. Click the link. Y'all also need to like the video. And y'all just sitting there watching it, dehydrated. Y'all need to drink some more water. Yeah. You hang around me, you gonna be well. You gonna run better business. Ask my mentees. Their lives get better right away. In the first 7 days, they start seeing results. Um, Go to my Google page, y'all. If you want to read about the others that I've mentored over 15 stylists already, and they've all left a Google review on my Google page. I have worked with some people down, stylists. Shout out to DJ Styles down in Miami. Shout out to Miss Latoya down in Texas. Um, shout out to Miss Brandy in Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? I work with a lot of people all across the United States. Some people go ghost because I think they know what they're doing by themselves. And that's so shameful because you stay stagnant. So if you really know what you're doing, you're going to elevate, right? Or and it's going to show. Your numbers on Instagram are going to be high. Your numbers on YouTube's going to be high. You know what I'm saying? So if you need help, hire your girl. Alrighty, let me get it going. I'm a registered nurse. Oh my God. Good job. Side CJ? Oh, I gotta figure out a name for you. I'm gonna call you CJ. No, because there's so many other CJs. Eel. I'm gonna call you Eel. I'm proud of you, Eel. And thank you again for sending me the thanks that I feel everyone on here should be sending, but everybody ain't the same. Not everyone is giving. Not everyone wants to inspire nor acknowledge someone doing something good. Most people don't like it. I get it. So, Il, I really appreciate you being you and sending the thanks that you did. Keep up the good work. Thank you. She's fine as fuck. Hey, Tanya ain't no fun if a gangster can't have none. Yes, I have fun. I turns up. You know what I'm saying? I got kids. You know what I'm saying? My daughter is 33. My middle cub, he's 30 this year. And my baby is 24. I told y'all I'm 50. I'm a grown woman. Some of my kids is older than y'all. But please believe me, I turns up or we go out, we gets outside. You know what I'm saying? My kids know when we kick it, we kicking it hard. Because mom got coins now. I'm going to rent us a big old Airbnb where everybody got their own bedroom. We got 4 floors. I love living rich and they do too. We going to go to the grocery store where we spend like $300 because everybody gets to get their own individualized food. You feel me? We turning up. Then we gonna go do something fun like fishing or something like that. You know what I'm saying? We gonna go ride a train or do something. Cause when y'all do hydrate yourselves, everything gets better. Your money gets better. Your relationships get better. Why? Because your clarity gets better. When this clarity, some people understand it. They're like, I'm so foggy. I'm so lacking energy. I'm having these nightmares. I can't sleep. That's all signs of dehydration. Your pineal gland is struggling, struggling, struggling. She looks like Kamala. So many people say that. Why do people say I look like Kamala Harris? Y'all should tell somebody should go call her and tell her she got a look alike. And it's me. Kamala different. She got a white boy for a husband. She different. She like me. We are different. I mean, alike because she is a interracial relationship type chick, and that's how my parents are. My parents. I have a dad that looks almost white and Hispanic, and then I got a mother that kind of looks like me, but I didn't grow up around African Americans. That's a different type of culture than Indians. And you might want to say, what do you mean? Let me tell you. Like, for instance, we had to wear slips. Indians had to wear a slip under their skirts. African Americans were not made to wear slips under their skirts. That's just facts. It's a part of the culture. Just like Hispanics, the Latina culture, they ate beans and Spanish rice most nights, right? That ain't us, right? So I've had to learn about cultures, y'all. And cultures determine how you were raised based on the ethnicity, really. It's called a culture. I have a lady in my chair. Her name's, shout out to Miss Donnie. Her name is Ellie Yin, who is a Culturals Global magazine owner. And I love her because she's all about culture, and I'm part of culture. I have a culture. I'm part of the hair culture. I'm a part of the hydration culture. And I'm also a part of the educational culture. You know what I'm saying? But thank you for saying I look like Kamala. Right now, I need a good fry up. I don't know what a fry up is. Fine ones. White men done got fine. over the days, like over the years. Things done changed with these white boys, and they ain't scared of black girls either. Shoot, there's like these Colorado white boys. Oh man, they all over these dating sites. And they ain't scared of black girls no more. I mean, they be pissing their parents off. I just watched a video of an interracial couple the other day. She's black and he's Japanese. So she covered her story about how it came to be the day that he needed to introduce her to his parents. Oh man, it was such a beautiful story because parents do be shooketh like, no, he didn't bring a black girl up in here. Because we be different, you know what I'm saying? But I do love my white boys. I love my white boys, especially if you got some soul in you. The only time I don't like a white boy is if you ain't got no coping skills. Because some white boys, they ain't got no coping skills, especially the ones here in Colorado. They have no coping skills. They do stuff where they don't know how to just be honest, you know what I'm saying? And they don't like rejection. So, and one thing about white boys is they got bread. See, most black men, they a little tight with their money, so they ain't really ready to spend it on you. White men are different. They'll buy you a whole house at the gate, shoot, with a car in a driveway. But you better do everything I tell you to do because the first time they hear no, or you leaving me, they'll be on the news talking about, I don't know, she went and walked the dog and she didn't come back. That's what they do here in Colorado. You gotta catch them. You gotta make them admit. They ain't even gonna admit it. You gotta catch them. So you gotta be careful with some of them white boys. You know what I'm saying? They ain't got no coping skills. Like never was taught about rejection. So when they experience it, oh, they go ham and they will kill you, you and the kids. Shoot, we had this one dude here, Mr. Chris Watts. Y'all know the story about Christopher Watts. Man, I feel so sorry for that woman. Tricked her into marrying him. Had 2 kids, not one, but she had a 2, and she was pregnant. Understand this, y'all. And you done went and met one of these cheating ass females out here that's cool with sleeping with you, knowing you was married, and now you like her better. All you had to do, Chris, was go home and just be like, hey, Savannah, I don't like you no more. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be here no more. Let's get a divorce. That's all you have to do. Damn. Instead, he killed her and killed the daughters twice. Look, little girls woke up. He thought he had smuggled them in the bedroom, but he didn't do it long enough. So the little girls came to. So because of this, he then decided to go take them and drop them into an oil can. That's cold. That's cold, cold. All you had to do, Chris, was just shake her. Dang, go file the divorce. But he said he decided to kill her. So you gotta be careful. Gotta be careful. I ain't never known a black dude to do that. Black dudes don't be killing people, and yeah, they're women. Well, yeah, they do. No, yeah, because I be watching these court cases, so it ain't just white boys. So you just gotta be careful. You have to take care of yourself so that you don't become subjected to other people as much. You know what I'm saying? If you learn how to make yourself happy and you learn how to love yourself and you learn how to make your own money, you don't have to be subjected to other people. Because see, Savannah messed up by thinking that her best life was going to be by spending it and marrying a man. Sometimes your best life is by yourself. My best life now is by myself. I've been married. I've had kids. I don't want to go back to that. I stay single. This is freedom. I don't want to stay stuck to nobody. People change. I was married 13 years and he decided to go have another baby. So it don't matter how long men change. Men decide at the drop of a dime that they don't want to be a husband, they don't want to be a father, and they don't like you no more. And they will go out and start a whole life while they still sleeping in your bed. That's crazy, y'all. What's your occupation? I'm a holistic hair and scalp restoration practitioner with lifestyle benefits. That's my occupation. What is your exposure to interracial interaction that isn't a superficial level? My parents, like I told you, you ain't listening, Pipe Naple. My parents are interracial. I am mixed. I ain't no African American woman, you know what I'm saying? I'm biracial. They call me a mutt. I ain't purebred at nothing. Man, that's crazy when I thought about it at one point. Like, I wish I was African American, but I'm not. I'm mixed. I can't even claim that I'm Indian because of my dad done messed all that stuff up. I'm like, Mom, why don't you kick it with another Cherokee mixed with Blackfoot type dude? And she was like, because I liked your father. Okay, well, they be talking about me, Mom. They want me to be black. What's up, Iceland? What's up? Okay, I'm getting down here. Shower head from Amazon helps. No, it don't. Shower heads don't do nothing, y'all. A shower head and a filter is only a single stage filtration. That's what the water department is doing. So those that are talking about filters, you clearly have not done any research. And that's crazy because when you make these comments, you're exposing the fact that you have no knowledge because you're talking about stuff that's not true. So a filter, where's already a filter? So if you think you put another single stage filter on the water that is going to remove everything, you clearly know nothing about water. So please, people, don't be like MZ. She thinking that what she got clean water coming out the faucet because she done put a filter on it. You got to get yourselves to the water department because that's where you will learn the most knowledge about water. Go to the business owners. That's what my dad told me to do, and I did it. I done been to the Parker Water Sanitation District a few times. I even know the super or the manager of the facility name Bill. I'm in there all the time. And he even told me one day, he was like, Tanya, don't be telling everyone about the lab here. And I was like, why not? Shit. He was like, because we don't want everybody coming in here. And I said, why not? You know, I'm always doing the holistics. And he was like, well, he was like, I really don't know, but you're right. We should be sharing this knowledge. Yeah, you should, because there's a whole bunch of people that are buying houses that ain't got no idea how many ppms is in their water supply. Listen, people, in addition to your, I don't know about y'all, but I've bought 3 homes. So in addition to your inspection on the foundation, the electricity and the they look at the wiring, the electricity, the plumbing, and the foundation. They need to do an analysis on the tap water coming into that zip code because you may have high blood pressure. You may have a child that is sick, like with sickle cell or something. And if you've moved into a community or a zip code that's got public water coming to your dwelling unit that is sitting at over 200 ppms, you're going to be sick and you're not going to understand why. You're going to be running to the doctor confused, thinking that it's this, thinking that it's that, when it's really your tap water causing you to be sick. Because when we stop and think about it, you cook with that water too. I cook with mountain water. I would never boil some rice in tap water. It even tastes funny. It comes out funny, and you don't know this until you use a different type of water. Oh, I'm supposed to have been going through these darn things. Donald Trump loves everybody. Jesus loves Trump. I guess Jesus does love everybody. Hello, ma'am. Which country in Africa are you from? Not from Africa. I told you I'm not an African American either. We'll bring the natural stuff back. Okay, I'm getting through it, y'all. What's up, Ruby? Hi, Tremaina. Hi, Jungle. Look. What's up, Will? No, the Lord doesn't like haters. That is very true. Amen. Africa is the country. Duh. Like, subscribe. Okay, thanks. Bye. Bye. All right, free Israel. Somebody stole the word Chiefs clothing. Whoopi Goldberg need a haircut. Facts on the word. Some of y'all are truly dehydrated. I can tell by y'all's comments. Do you use Brita water? Would never use Brita water. That's nasty, contaminated water. Brita is only a single stage filtration. You need so much more than that. It comes off more as you need to get up to your mountains and fetch your water. Stop trying to go to the store and stop fooling with this nasty tap water coming to your homes, y'all. You don't look crazy. Thank you. How are you? I'm well. What's up, Jay? What's up, Just Melon? Yes, free Israel from the business of the world. What's going on in Israel? Like, y'all ain't free? I don't know nothing about it. That's why I said that. ABC, you are rude. Tell him, Pink. Saltwater cowboy. Ma'am, you look good. Saltwater, you sound good. Saltwater cowboy? I don't like the salt, though. That's not good for you. I'm going to ask you, let's take that salt out of it. Just call yourself water cowboy. But salt water ain't good for you. Thank you, Pink Tiger. You look good. Hair is bouncy. Thank you. It is. It is. It is. It is. Because I have holistic hair. When I was using conditioner, it never moved like this. Boy, that conditioner and serum approach will have your hair stuck and stiff. But now that I've changed my products, I have the healthiest hair ever. It's never shedding and coming all out like it used to. It's fuller than it's ever been. It got this sheen to it without putting no oil on it. I can do that. I could never do this to my hair before when I was using conditioner. Look, there's white girls that can't even do this in their hair. And it's because their fingers get all stuck because they're using conditioner. It's played out, y'all. Y'all need some hydration in your life. So you hair. I know some individuals, they be getting on their hair, be just as frizzy and poofy as all outdoors because they refuse to use my water. That's cute, huh? I just gave myself a new hairstyle. Hey, y'all take all y'all's hair to the front. That's a new style now. Okay, so take your hair to the front. And I mean, if your hair ain't doing this, we need to talk. Okay, because you should be able to just get up in the morning. I ain't did nothing to my hair. I didn't wrap it, nothing. And my hair looks this good. I don't care if it is messed up over here. Still looks good. Because all you got to do is just shake it. Me and my clients love this part. You just shake it and it just falls into place like this. Y'all see that? Like, just shake it. Can y'all do that? Oh, no, because y'all use conditioner, huh? Well, maybe one day you'll want this type of hair and you'll be get ready for a change and you'll head to my link and you'll purchase you a bottle of my water beauty solution. I was going to put it on sale, but instead of putting it on sale, I decided to just drop my prices. So instead of this bottle being $65, it's now only $50. My 8 ounce is now down to $22. It used to be $40, and my 4 ounce is still $12. So if you would like to try it, try it. You clearly struggling. You know what I'm saying? You know your hair is not soft. If your ends are still tangled after you use your conditioner, we need to talk because that's not normal. That's that conditioner doing that to your ends. That's okay, Pink. You can call me rude, but choose not to call me wrong. Get out of ABC. Show. Hi, Jeremy. Shout out to Jeremy. Get it, Jeremy. Go, Jeremy. Go. I love y'all. Thank you. I'll get down to you real quick. Hold on, because they kind of arguing. I like that stuff. No, I don't like arguing, but I like to read it. Confidence isn't going onto a stream and intentionally looking like you just rolled out of bed. Wait, confidence isn't going onto a stream and intentionally looking like you just rolled out the bed. Oh, yeah, it is. Oh, yes, it is. Oh, that's big confidence. That's big motion, ABC. Now, I know a lot of individuals are not confident enough and they think they got to put on a whole different face or do their hair and put on some different clothes. I slept in this. I sleep in my scrubs because I be that tired. I come in and clearly, I mean, I pass out. I don't even have time to undress. Usually sleep on my couch. I don't even make it to the bed because I be that tired. You feel me? So I understand everybody and we think differently, especially if you ain't drinking enough water. You're gonna think differently than I do. I don't have no OnlyFans. I think my daughter does though. I'm 50. I'm doing no OnlyFans. New sub. What's up, B Wasp? Okay, I seen Victoria's. What's up, Bishop? Octavio. Hello. Send my friend a greeting. Ilwan for his birthday. All right, happy birthday, Ilwan. Hi, George. Weight loss recipe. I gave it. Samaya, did you get it? We got to get you some mountain water. And then you gotta learn how much water your body needs because it's different for everybody, and it ain't a gallon. Everybody out here just fucking up left and right, guessing that they need a gallon. You better weigh 256 pounds drinking a gallon because too much water is a problem too, y'all. Y'all gotta stop thinking that you know everything when you know you have not studied nothing. So that clearly should be an indicator that you don't know what you're talking about. Thanks, y'all, for liking the live. I think this is the first time I got 92 likes. And this is the first time I earned 56. Thanks. Thanks, y'all. Anybody else want to send some? You go right ahead. All it's going to do is make me like you and give you a shout out. Shoot. You become special when you make me special. Nah, you have emphysema. Uh-oh. George said, "Good afternoon. I would like to come to USA." Well, come on, George. Shoot. ABC said, yes, vitamin D deficiency can contribute to bald spots. No, it don't. Vitamin D is essential for follicle growth. No, it ain't. Vitamin D is a pill and it's full of a bunch of chemicals that can give you cancer. So you clearly, ABC, ain't did no research and you just repeating rumors. Stop spreading rumors, ABC, and do the research. And once you do the research, you'll learn that the real vitamin D is outside, y'all. Come on now. You're not supposed to be taking no damn pill. So I want everybody to not listen to ABC because ABC is like my mom. She and these doctors. ABC gonna keep you sick. ABC gonna tell you that vitamin D grows your hair. Oh my God, your hair grows anyway. You don't need to take in them little circle things called pills to grow your hair. So ABC, I would really like to talk to you because you got a lot of learning to do, my love. A lot of learning to do. And be careful. My dad used to tell me, don't speak about something unless you really know it for sure. It's fact. That means you read about it. And you ain't read nowhere that vitamin D is essential for follicle growth. Follicle is the hair shaft. You're not even speaking properly. So y'all, we gotta pray for ABC because ABC needs some help. Good morning, my smookums. How are you doing this morning? I love you. I love you too, Seneca. Shoot, I love you more. How about that? I love big women. Some do. That's why some women, I think, don't see a problem with being overweight because we got some weird mindseted men in the world today that are cool with a woman being that unhealthy. That's not what's up. That's not what's up. I just told my son the other day, I noticed he's getting chunky. And I told him, you better stop. You better, because see, most parents are scared to tell their kids they're getting chunky. And whose job is that? That's our job as a mother to redirect our kids when we see that they're doing something wrong or going in the wrong direction. And getting chunky is not what's up. It's not. The only people I think that thinks is what's up are those that are chunky. Just like alcoholics don't see nothing wrong with drinking a whole bunch of poison and putting it into their bodies. Wonder why you can't walk and you dizzy. That's poison. But only alcoholics don't see nothing wrong with it. You feel me? So I've done that research to understand why people think the way they think and why do people say the stuff that they say. And now I've obtained what's called understanding when you do the research. You understand that, oh, maybe they were raised around a bunch of fat people and they've not been taught how to drop the weight. That's why they're still overweight. That's why I'm on here, y'all, trying to tell y'all I'm willing to help you. Ain't nobody else. Your mom ain't trying to help you lose weight. Your doctor ain't trying to help you lose weight. Miss Tanya is going to help you lose weight. And we ain't taking no pills. I'm not going to go tell you to have no gastric bypass or cut onto your stomach with some sleeve stuff. No, no, no. We need to change your behaviors on what you're eating. Because ain't no pill or surgery gonna change your brain. You still gonna go home hungry. Got you into that problem in the first place. Y'all gotta get to it, Y'all gotta get to it. Alice! Several studies that show a correlation between low vitamin D levels and hair loss, particularly in cases of alopecia areata. Y'all can say that if you want to, ABC. I don't know who you are. But I grow hair, and none of my clients, I don't tell none of them to take vitamin D. See, I have a holistic hair growth remedy. So it doesn't involve any pills. I don't know what y'all are trying to do, trying to inspire people to take some pills. I'm not taking a pill. So ABC, anybody on here listening to me, it's like, y'all come over here in my hut. I mean, you can go kick it with ABC if you want to, but ABC gonna have you taking a whole bunch of pills, just like the doctors. I wonder if ABC is a doctor. Because anybody tells me to take a pill, you ain't like me and you ain't getting on my holistic shit. You over there on that natural shit. Get over there. Get over there, ABC. All that jazz. All that jazz. 600 Plant Life. What's up with you? Y'all been commenting. I use THC every day. It helps me. Me too, 600 Plant Life. It does help. That's why I don't take medicine or aspirin. Good job, Victoria. You're my sister, baby girl. I love you. We probably got the same dad. Well, no, I'm an only child. So we're definitely earth sisters because we're like-minded. Because I don't take no pills either. Forget that. Ooh, forget that. My dad gets mad at me because I won't take a pill. And I'm like, you take the pill for me then. I'm not swallowing that professional crack rocks. That's what I call them. Oh, regulated crack rocks. And they're even more worse than crack because crack only got cocaine and baking soda in it. These pills, you got all kinds of chemicals mixed into it. And the only people that don't know that is those that ain't did the research like ABC. ABC clearly ain't did no research on them vitamin D pills. You're not supposed to be taking no pill. You go outside, my people. I'm really holistic. So the alternative solution to swallowing a vitamin D pill is you go sit your butt outside for at least 15 to 20 minutes. And the best time to do it is in the mornings when the sun is not hot. It's called sun gazing, my people, is what you're supposed to do holistically. Now, if you natural, you're going to go take a pill. If you really holistic like I am, you're going to go sit outside. Why do y'all think I fish? I sunbathe right here on my patio. You know what I'm saying? That's the holistic way to obtain vitamin D. And that don't make your hair grow. All you got to do for hair growth is increase your blood flow, which shampoo does not do, nor your fingers. All you got to do is use a scalp brush. Some my clients even come in asking, Miss Tanya, your hair is getting longer and fuller. And I'd be like, I know, because I use this little situation right here. Y'all got one of these? I'm sure you don't. ABC, you need to get you one of these so you can quit thinking you gotta go. Quit telling people they need a vitamin D pill to grow their hair. Hair grows anyway. Now, if you're talking about hair loss, oh, you got scalp buildup, period. And I show it and prove it in my salon. So, ABC, I hope one day I can do your hair and I'll show you that I can grow your hair without you taking none of them little crack rock looking pills called pills. You know what I'm saying? Are y'all exfoliating y'all scalps every day like you brush your teeth? Because you're supposed to brush your teeth every day, too. Oh, this feels so good. It gives you the chills. Oh, and your head tingles. This is like raking the grass. I mean, I know some people don't like taking care of a yard. I saw when I used to own a house, like so many other women, you managing dirt for your front yard. You ain't going to grow no grass. And then, like, no wonder half the household is wearing weaves. So it's like, I get the mindset. But I always grew grass. And I correlate the two because how you care for a plant to grow is exactly the mindset that you have to obtain to get hair to regrow. Because hair grows. But if you got scalp buildup blocking your pore, it ain't going to grow. And you're going to be having bald spots. And you don't need to take no vitamin D. I mean, you can. You can go pour gasoline in your hair if you want to. You can do whatever you want, ABC. Ain't nobody going to take you to jail if you want to be telling people they need to go swallow a pill for hair growth. You sound like one of them folks trying to get us to believe that we need to smear oil called a growth serum across our scalps. Like, clearly, nobody's done the research. I had to do the research to realize, oh, hair grows anyway. It's different though if you got a hair loss problem. Of course, you're going to notice the loss. But I prove it to everybody in my chair. They're so inspired and they stay stuck to me because I'm giving them hair regrowth results on a holistic level. At that. Treat symptoms, not issues. Happy Sunday, y'all. What's up, y'all? Oh, they said, ABC said I'm giving y'all misinformation about where real vitamin D comes from, which is from the UV rays from the sun. But ABC wants y'all to believe that you need to go take a pill and that that's what you need to grow your hair. So y'all follow ABC. Let me see how many subscribers ABC got. Hold on, y'all. No subscribers. Go figure. Let me take a break. I need to pee. Because ABC, I'm going to ask you to shut it down until you at least get 5 subscribers. Jesus, Lord. Don't come on here trying to tell me you ain't got no subscribers. That's a clear indication right there, ABC. You ain't got nobody following you. Let me be careful because some people be getting killed on YouTube talking smack like this. Okay, I'm coming back. Shit, I'm a water drinker. Y'all just saw me drink all that water. ABC, I pray that you call me and reach out to me because I got a lot of work to do with you. You like some kids, like you a piece of work. But I still want to work with you because you got a lot of learning to do, ABC. Good morning, Miss Lady. Shout out from DC. What's up, Jonathan? What's up, Scam Chan? What's up, David? Hi, Lisa. Muscle burns fat. Muscle burns fat. I'm gonna leave that one alone. How do you specialize in hair care but don't know vitamin D is integral to follicle growth? Girl, I mean, are you a man or a woman? Jesus. But I love you. You feel me? I still love you. I even love those that are not educated and telling people they need to take a pill to grow their hair. Some people telling people they need an oil to grow their hair. So you're in the same yard as them. And I love y'all too, but y'all just ain't over here with us. And I wonder, ABC, how you doing with your hair? Taking vitamin D for growth. What's up, y'all? I see the hair. Let's go. How old are you? I'm 50. Good morning. Looking healthy. Thank you, KS. Smooth Will. I was looking for you. Looking for Vaughn, too. What's up, Smooth Will? I can see the Indian traits in you. Thank you. I'll show you some other Indian traits. Hey, ladies. You know, there's a lot of women in the world that are confused. There's clearly Indian women, and they're running around talking about they're black. So one of the many traits of an Indian woman is that we have they're called beauty marks. They're not moles. Something about a mole is raised and you can feel it. I have what's called beauty marks. They're right here, these black dots. Only Indian women, let me see where else I got one. No, that's a different one. But these dots, and I just got this new one right here, and this one right here just showed up. Y'all see that? Indian women have a whole bunch of these dark marks, and I heard it was some type of deficiency, but I don't have a whole bunch of them, but some women got a gang of them. And I realized that that is one of the many traits of being an Indian blooded woman is native at that is having these dark spots. They're called my grandmother called them beauty marks, and they increase over time too. You'll notice over time that you get more of them. That's a trait of being Indian. They're not freckles, they're not moles. It's something different. It's called a beauty mark. But thank you for that good eye. Could be the petite size you are. Well, thank you. Because I used to be a fat, chunky donkey. Couldn't even see my snatch when I looked down. All I seen was belly. My belly was bigger than my booty. That's when I knew I needed to make some changes because this is not sexy. Having a belly bigger than your butt. That's a problem. Or your belly is bigger than your boobs. Your belly should not be your biggest part of your body. And I'm talking to you men too, because there's a lot of men that are awfully swollen in the stomachs, and that's clearly a sign of lack of water. You need water. And once you start drinking it, within 90 days, y'all, you're going to start feeling the results, and you'll start dropping the weight and living healthy and leaving your doctor alone as well. Whew, Lord have mercy. That's not what hereditary means. Oh, ABC. If you don't go sit down somewhere, rubbish. It's all your choice. That's right. That's right. So true. What's up, Netta? Shout out to Netta. Hey, Tribe. What's up, Troy? Good morning, Rezo. Good morning, Marley. I love all y'all on here. Oh! I used to do that when I was little because I used to be an instigator. I'm still an instigator. I just don't instigate anything negative. But I don't even know how to say their name. But he went ABC. Definitely, you don't know your ABCs. ABC, you better change your name. Yeah, because your name makes you appear as you're educated, but you're clearly not educated. You're one of them ones around here that's gonna have our children sick because you up here trying to tell people they need a vitamin D pill to grow their hair. Girl, get out of here. Get out of here with that Barney foo-foo. It's called foolery. And I mean, you can take what you want to take, but that's not true. Just like you can drink a pint of Patron if you're depressed. Some people think that truly fixes their depression. You can think and do whatever you want to think and do. That's on you, ABC. But you definitely exposed yourself here on my channel, and it's not positive at all. But you keep swallowing them vitamin D pills, okay? And I pray your hair grows to the ground, baby, because we ain't all the same, and what works for you may not work for me. But I ain't taking no vitamin D pill. Forget that. I ain't taking no pill. Shoot, Joel, you should self-deport. Dang. I know vitamin D plays an important role in hair growth. No, it don't. Hey, ma'am, imagine you have a time machine. I know the baby oil is good for the hair. It's good for the skin, not really for the hair. It makes the hair heavy and it makes it clump together. So oil's not good for hair. Oil is only good for the skin and the scalp, just so y'all know. All righty. That is all. I'm getting to the bottom. And let me see. Let me see. Victoria, can the water be plain? Plain. No water is plain. Or do you have to add minerals like sprinkling it with sea salt? Because I drink water too, and the doctor still telling me that I'm dehydrated. Because you're not drinking enough, Victoria. It's more than just drinking water. You got to drink enough of the right kind. And I pray, Victoria, you reach out to me because this water game is real confusing. And as you see, you're confused. So you need a holistic practitioner that has done the research on all waters. Oh, Lord. It's time to get off because YouTube done just jumped into my live. I don't know if y'all just saw that flicker, but Victoria, I hope you reach out to me. My link is in the description. Once you click the link, you will have my cell phone number. You also have the address to my business, as well as my booking link, my products that I sell. I sell an amazing hydration treatment for your hair and skin. I also sell an amazing holistic body cream. I also sell a small petite scalp brush just like this for only $6, all under my featured product section. You'll then be able to see I only offer 2 services in my salon, which is the My Water Experience, which is the hydration treatment, and the Hair and Scalp Restoration Program, which is a hair loss program and hair regrowth program on a holistic level. So I ain't like ABC telling my clients to go swallow no vitamin D pill. I don't tell my clients to swallow anything. I don't tell them to go buy no biotin pills. I don't tell them to smear no growth serum across their scalps. I don't tell them to braid or wig their hair and do no protective styles. I'm holistic, which is probably why I'm earning $10,000 a month. And ABC, if you want to get up here with me, just let me know. I'll pull you up here with me too. You know what I'm saying? Because you deserve better and you deserve more than what you're giving yourself. Uh-oh, sterile text. I thought it wasn't healthy to drink water. There is this new community of 30-year-olds that think you're not supposed to drink no water. I just got into it with a young man the other day trying to convince me that you get your water from a vegetable. Where is this shit coming from? Like, who is your mom? And where are y'all getting this knowledge from that is going to have y'all sick? So I would say, hey, you're an American, Miss Tex. You don't have to drink water. You don't have to do nothing. You gonna live a certain way and it ain't gonna be good. I can attest to that. So I've realized you don't have to be like me. You don't have to be healthy. You don't have to be 50 with hardly no gray hairs and looking good and happy every day and not worrying about somebody else's husband and being messy and stealing and doing all the stuff that we be doing. Let me know. Just let me know. Let me know. I carry 8 20-ounce bottles to get my gallon in a day. William, a gallon? So you weigh 256 pounds? Because that's the only person that should be drinking a gallon of water. Man. Here, I'm sick of ABC. So some people don't understand how trippy I am. I just said bye-bye to ABC, y'all, because you're not going to just keep picking at me. I'm a responder. I can only handle so much, and I only tolerate so much. You know what I'm saying? So she got on my nerve, or he or she. I don't even know if it's a man or a woman, but they're out of here, so I can't talking down on black people. I don't never talk down on black people. Shoot, I love black people. You didn't say that about me talking down on white people. Why did you go to black people? I talk about everybody. So why did you single out black people? Takara. I talked about white folks. They ain't got no coping skills. I talk down to anybody that ain't up here on my level. Shit. Some people try to cap me. I'm going to make you feel away. Shit, get up here with me, and then I won't have to talk down to nobody. Shit, if everybody would get up here on my level, I could talk at you and not have to talk down. Y'all see, I got issues too. Get triggered. No, I don't have colon cancer. Do you, Nick? Nick, you must have colon cancer. because you talk about what you're about. You feel me? So just like CJ talked about being broke, you probably got colon cancer because no, I don't have that. That's not talking down on black people. Troy said, wow, you have beautiful skin. Thank you, Troy. Hello, real somebody Kev. What's up? Oh, he called me a slave. I'm a slave to hair care. Y'all can't bother me, you see, because I got tough skin. I have a father that raised me. My mom really didn't raise me. My father did. And one of the things he used to tell me is, Tanya, words don't hurt you, and that's facts. So I've been raised with tough skin. Y'all can call me whatever you want, and guess what? I'ma still keep making 10,000 a month. I'ma still keep earning this money on YouTube. I'ma still keep pulling these viral videos on Instagram and Facebook. I'ma still be me. You feel me? Nobody can hurt me. I got tough skin. You can call me a bitch. You can call me a hoe. You can call me broke. You can say I got AIDS. I don't give a fuck. Because I'm appointed and anointed. I understand that some of y'all are dehydrated, and that's why you acting and talking like that. Your pineal negatively is your dehydration. Nah. So yeah, you need to really get with it. Walking is essential for weight loss. No, Netta, running is. Walking manages what you got. You have to exert, you have to increase your blood flow, your heart rate. So Netta, please don't believe that you're gonna lose weight walking. You better be walking really fast, you know what I'm saying? Like, but if you think just walking around, Nettie, loses weight, nobody would be fat because everybody walks around, baby. So let's do the holistics and look at the whole. You got to change your diet. You got to change things that you're putting in your mouth is essential for losing weight, baby. And you got to drink water. So many people think you can avoid water. Well, that's what's up. You're going to keep avoiding dropping the weight. You're going to keep the weight. So many people are like, I go to the gym, I walk, I exercise, I eat this, I went keto, I went vegan. You still going to be fat if you're not drinking half your body weight in ounces. Everyone say it. I need half my body weight in ounces every single day. And until you get there, I'm going to keep having to talk down to you because you refuse to level up and get hydrated. And once you do, I can finally have a productive conversation with y'all. But until y'all get hydrated and start drinking enough of the right kind of water, especially if you know you're not trying to hire me and you think you can do it by yourself, good luck. Good luck. I'm going to keep getting on here every Sunday and checking in to help you understand you need me in your life. If you ain't got me in your life, you're going to have to keep going to the doctors, and you know what they doing to you. You ain't got rid of nothing. Nothing. Doctors will keep you having diabetes. The doctors are going to keep you having high blood pressure. Yeah, they're going to give you 5 refills because they already know the pills ain't going to work. They be laughing at us. What do you think they think? What do you think the doctors are doing when they leave the room and go into their own offices? They just laughing at y'all. Like, she back. We gave her that pill. She thought we was going to take it away. She's back. She's back talking about she got even more issues. She got a side effect, y'all. They be in the office like, yes, we got another one that refuses to do the research. They love when they get us in there and we don't know nothing about our own bodies. So they love that. Oh, they love you. They have a ball with ABC. They writing that vitamin D prescription for her for hair growth. Jeez, good morning, Tanya. Happy Sunday. I'm sending love, blessings, and positive vibes and energy from Jersey to you and your life. Thank you, Richie the Tycoon. Shout out to you. You got colon cancer. Why the hell, Nick, you think I got colon cancer? I don't know if people be listening to me, but you'll never get on my live again. Hello, watermelon lover. I love watermelon. Yes, I do. How'd you know I like watermelon? Got some in the refrigerator. I had some for dinner last night. What y'all have for dinner? I had bananas, potatoes, and broccoli with watermelon afterwards. That was my dessert because I got to leave these sweets alone. Candies and stuff got my belly going in and out, and I don't like that. So I'm going to leave the sweets alone. All righty, bag cancer. I did. I had cervical and uterine cancer at the same time. That's crazy. And the doctors gave it to me because they didn't properly educate me, just like what stylists are doing braids and then not telling the client how long they should be wearing them braids. That's what doctors do. Set you up for failure. As long as they got your little money, they don't care. But water is a must. And Celtic salt is not a bad thing to add to your water as well. But why add salt? You're not supposed to swallow salty water. You're supposed to just gurgle with that in your throat and spit it back out. So where and who came with this? We're supposed to be drinking salt water. Is anybody going to the sea? That's salt water. Make it make sense. You know what I'm saying? That is not healthy to be adding something to your water. If you're adding something to your water is clearly jacked up. And that's why you add something to it, because I don't have to add nothing to my water. No salt, no baking soda, no lemon, none of that. If you add lemon or limes, you clearly fooling with some nasty tap water. And listen, lemon and limes and baking soda and salt makes the water more alkaline. Y'all clearly have zero pH level knowledge. Because if you know water the way you're supposed to know water, you're not adding nothing to it. If anything, it's what you remove from water. But people nowadays think they know everything instead of adding baking soda and lemon to their water. You don't even know what you're doing. Oh, Lord have mercy. Acting like my kids. They be doing a whole Misty Green from Houston, Texas. Hi, baby. Welcome and happy Sunday. Thank you, Miss Netta. You know, it'd be a lot of negative vibing and negative energy people in the world today, especially on my live. So you know me by now. I got tough skin. Don't nobody bother me. And if you bother me too much, I'm going to just remove you from the live. You feel me? I'm not going to entertain nothing or nobody negative. A lot of people in the world love negative people. They love negative things, would love to watch somebody fight, would love to watch, you know what I'm saying, some negative stuff. You know what I'm saying? We have to understand that these are just type of people that are around us, and you have to embrace it. Remember, accountability is what we talked about. 50 Cent owns water. Really? I wonder if it's purified. I wonder if he's going to the mountains or if he's got on the bandwagon of selling us nasty ass water. Because I know a lot of people that are trying to jump on the water bandwagon, but you bottling tap water, and I can prove it. I know how to monitor it and analyze it to figure out where the source is. But I love the fact that you all are here with me. Make it clap. That's what's up. It did the other day. She was digging. Did they buy you dinner first? Oh, no, I don't think so. Good morning, beautiful. Alrighty, I'm trying to get to the bottom because I'm about to get off of here. I practice gynecology as a hobby. Joel, then how come y'all don't be saying that? And Joel, I want to talk to you. Practice cosmetology. Let me see how many followers you got. Ooh, I didn't mean to hide you. You a gynecologist and you only got one subscriber? That don't go together. Them two do not go together. My first ex is a gynecologist. Once out the room, he talked about his patients like dogs. Just imagine what kind of service you were getting. Facts. Ooh, Lenny. So many people are real reluctant to admit the truth and the facts, but that's facts, Lenny. They go in that office and they be talking like about us like a dog, about how stupid we are, about how much we get on their nerves, about how sick we are. I didn't know that until somebody told me that. And I was like, wow, that's crazy. I'm so glad I stumbled across your live this morning. This is something I needed to hear. God is definitely on your side. Amen. I said it. I'm appointed and anointed, have been for years. Ever since I was a little girl, I was anointed. And that was a lot of my struggles throughout my life. I didn't understand. Like, I tried to kill myself when I was in the 6th grade, tried to commit suicide. I was done then. I knew then my mom didn't love me. Clearly, she loved her men, her boyfriends, more than she loved me. And I didn't like how that felt. So in the 6th grade, I realized I didn't want to live here no more. I didn't want to be on earth. I'm good. Because I, at that age, needed to feel loved, and my mother was not making me feel that way. So I thought it was time for me to check out in the 6th grade. But God didn't let me die because God had a plan for me. You feel me? The time that I got indicted, I was looking at 10 years to life. I didn't even touch the drugs. I was just helping him sell it. But they sentenced me 10 years to life for some drugs. I didn't even kill nobody. But I got out that felony without snitching because I'm anointed. God was like, not this one. When I got jumped by the four homies that I thought was my homies, not two, not one or two, four. I don't know if any of y'all ever been jumped by four females, but 8 fists, that's impossible. Some people can't even handle 2 paws. I could not begin to handle 8 paws coming to my face. Jesus, I couldn't even focus at one point. Now, I don't know if any of y'all have ever had the brakes beaten off your ass like I have, but there's a bigger reason to why I'm here doing the things that I'm doing in this day and age, y'all. This ain't by accident. The numbers that I'm gaining, the money that I make, it's not an accident. I didn't catch a virus. This shit is intentional. You feel me? And what's cool about me, I ain't like most women of color. Most women of color is going to mislead you like ABC does. I'm going to give you the facts. I got the books to prove. I got photos to prove. Anything that I say, I got the link to prove that it's supposed to be half your body weight in ounces. I got the proof to show that I regrow and reverse alopecia. You feel me? Without my clients taking any vitamin D pills. Or growing or smearing in growth serum across their scalps. You feel me? So again, I get on here because I have a persona to have fun because I know my position and my purpose when I'm on YouTube. Some of y'all need to learn your position and your purpose because I can tell some of you are still in the wilderness searching. I can help you. I don't have no problems going back into this wilderness to get your butt because you still running around, you know what I'm saying, in circles. I'm going to come get you, tell you to come this way. This is the way out. You see clearly your way ain't working. So allow me to help you get out the wilderness by taking my path, which is the holistic path, full of alternative solutions that are not only designed to save you money, but they're going to save you time too, if not both. Now, only if you one of them one kind of Americans or individuals, because I know I got some global people on here that don't care, that's what's up. My mother doesn't care. I was raised by a woman that don't care. Constantly saying, oh well, admits that she's lazy, overweight, unhealthy, drinks every day. That's a choice. You can be her and you and my mom can kick it. You feel me? Or you can be like me, where you're well, thriving, managing your body yourself, not needing a doctor. You might want and love your doctors. They may make you feel good. They may really be helping you, but you may be like me and feel that they're not helping you. And if that's you, we need to get together because I'm going to give you your best life ever, 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 ever. Need to get in here and wash my hair because it looks crazy. Oh, that's all right. That's all right. Star. A lot of people don't like me because I speak the truth. A lot of people prefer to be bullshitted, lied to. I know a lot of women like that. They want to be lied to. They can't stand the truth. They call the truth lies. And they call positivity negativity. My mom is like that. So I now realize there's a whole bunch of women in the world like that. My mom ain't the only one, and I thank God that I ain't one of them. That I've changed and I've done better with my life and I'm living better. Thank you, Zephyr. Greetings, my love. Speaking nothing but facts since I've been on the live. Sheesh, thank you. As you see, I have fun because I'm an only child, so I love talking. If y'all notice, I talk really without nobody really talking back to me. Something I've been doing my whole life. And I've done a lot of research, and this is what a lot of people don't like because a lot of people are not following what's called proper approaches, And so when they get in the presence of someone like me, of course I'm going to disrupt their energy, just like ABC, because ABC truly has a belief that he or she needs to take a vitamin D pill to grow their hair, But I thank you for the acknowledgement because I try to just demonstrate the knowledge I have and how I'll be able to help others. Because if I was on here sitting on here and I was fat or I was an alcoholic or I was addicted to drugs, or my business was struggling, or I knew I was dehydrated, I would definitely reach out to me. Because if someone was sitting on a live telling me that they're willing to help me, and y'all know that ain't nobody on YouTube. They'll tell you what they did. They'll tell you how they got it, but they ain't trying to help you get it. I'm different. I'm very different. Always have been. And I also know that most people don't want to change. Most people don't want to get better. Most people don't want to drop their weight. They cool with their belly being bigger than their booty. That's okay. I understand that. I just now understand that I'm different. I don't want none of that, and I want better. I want the best. I want top notch. I want high end. You feel me? So I've realized these choices in my own life, and I've gone after these choices that my mother clearly didn't make. And now that I've made them, they work. You know what I'm saying? I offer two services and I average 10,000 a month. There's some people offering braids, extensions, relaxers, protein, keratin, and some locks, and ain't nowhere near 10,000 a month. You feel me? So I clearly have figured some stuff out. And the difference with me is that I'm willing to share it with you. My mom told me not to share nothing with y'all. My mother raised me to be stingy. I'm an only child. She told me, you ain't got no brothers and sisters, damn it, Tanya. That's what she used to always say to me. Damn it, you ain't got no brothers and sisters. You don't have to share shit. That's what mom used to tell me. Leave it up to mom. She said that if I share my knowledge with y'all, I'm never going to have nothing. And that's not true, y'all. That is a toxic mindset to obtain, especially as a mother, let alone a woman. Let alone a woman. So I love you all. And I don't, how much long? Oh my God, I'm already halfway down the list. Let me go to the bottom. Y'all, my God, I asked God to help me stop. Mark Jesus. I just decided, y'all, to dip all the way to the bottom because I thought I was to the end and I still got a gang of comments. So thank y'all for engaging this morning. Y'all done made this live. All right, Mark, I can help you. In addition to asking God, you got to do the work as well. There's a lot of individuals that are just sitting in their spirituality and not understanding that you got to do the footwork. You got to do both. You got to pray. And after you say amen, you don't just sit there. You got to do the work. It's a balance. It's a yin and a yang. I've noticed that. I went to a funeral the other day and I was in the church. I hadn't been in church in years. I couldn't believe how many unhealthy individuals was in there. And that's all they was talking about. I'ma just pray to God that my heart get better. I'ma keep praying to God that I get off this oxygen. I'ma just keep praying to God I drop this weight. I'ma keep praying to God I leave these husbands alone. I'ma keep praying. You prayer, yes. I'm not saying do not. Don't get me wrong. But you got to do the footwork too. I had to learn that you can't just sit back and pray. Oh, I'm gonna give it to God. You can. That means ain't nothing really might not get done because the footwork is done by us. The praying, the casting of the spell is what prayer is all about. And once you cast that spell, you got to go into action. The emotional side is what you leave to God, right? Like some people praying for a new job. You got to go get it. God may provide you with the offer, but you got to go fill out the application. You got to go and do the interview. Shoot, you got to do, you feel me, the work. So please, Mark, don't let that be you sitting around only praying to God. You got to do the footwork too, baby. Okay? Because God is you. I used to think God was this person above the clouds or some snuff. God lives in us. God is us. That intuition, that voice you hear talking, that's God. I too thought God was somebody else. So I was always sitting around waiting for what? Somebody to come and make God. He lives in us. We are God. So you got to do the footwork. You can't go through life thinking that all you got to do is just pray to God. You're talking to yourself when you pray to God. Do we not understand that? God is not a person. God is a spirit. And that spirit is in you, my people. This is why I don't go to church. Because they had me thinking like when you bow your head. I was like, am I talking to the devil when I pray? Why are we not raising our heads? You know what I'm saying? So, you know, Miss Tanya different. Miss Tanya's different. I'm deceiving myself? I don't think so. I think I feel in myself. But you have your own opinion. Truth hurts. Truth hurts. You have your own opinion. We're Americans. We can do think what we want to think. Don't you know that you can be who you want to be? You can make the money you want to make. You can work where you want to work. You can live wherever you want to live. Do you know that? Hmm? Eternity is real, and there's only one God, and that's Jesus Christ. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. God and Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ is the Son of God. Duh. Do you not know that? Jesus Christ and God are not the same people. Jesus Christ was the person. God ain't a person. And you just try to mislead me, truth hurts, to believe that God, there's only one, that Jesus Christ is God? No, 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 no. How do you start the change? Yourself. You got to change your mindset. The very first thing that you got to do is, like, for instance, if you want to stop drinking alcohol, the first thing that you got to say and understand and identify is the bad things that that alcohol is doing for you. And let me help you, because I've done the research. So if it was about alcohol, I would say, don't you get dizzy when you drink it? Yes. Don't you get sick the next morning? Yes. Let's stop there. Why you want to keep drinking something that's going to make you dizzy and make you sick? I don't care. Make it make sense. So the first thing you got to do is identify the negativity that what you're doing is doing to you. Like sleeping with a married man. You don't understand that he don't love you? You don't understand that you're not important? You don't understand that you're degrading yourself by sleeping with somebody else's husband? But if nobody's spoken these words to you, of course you're going to see nothing wrong with it. Of course you're going to see nothing wrong with it. Drinking every day. I'm going to help you do the holistics. We're going to look at the whole. And once we do, you're going to think different, and you're going to get into wanting to do change. I mean, it's not hard at all. You just need help. And I'm the one to help you. So I would honestly ask anybody, if you really about that change and you scared or you don't know how, I don't know how many times I have to say it. I pray that I have at least 10 requests for a free consultation with me that have gone to the description and found my link and clicked on the mentor and training option that I have, and you've read about all of the beauty benefits that I'm going to provide you with. Then you get to read about the 3 different packages that I offer, and I make it easy for those that ain't got $10,000 a month like I do. So I offer payment plans as well, where you can get my time and my energy and information directly, uninterrupted, for 1 hour for only $100 a month. Then I'm gonna let you only pay me $25 a week. Y'all waste that much at Starbucks and on alcohol that ain't doing nothing for you, ain't helping you change nothing. So investing $100 a month, which ain't nothing, into somebody that's gonna help you individually, that's gonna take the time to talk to you and work with your issues, your doctor ain't even trying to do that. So you may say, well, Tanya, how am I supposed to trust you? You're not. Shoot, you're supposed to try me, because you got to try me in order to trust me. And once you try me, honey, you're going to see how much you should have been hired me years ago. I got gems to drop ASAP, get you on a good path ASAP. You feel me? So anyway, I'm going to get off of here, y'all, because I'm getting tired. The Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit are the 3 persons of God. Facts. Facts. Facts, catnip. Correct. Those are all God. Correct. And God is in us. God ain't some person. God is a spirit, and the spirit lives in us. God lives in us. I had to really dive deep in the holistics to really understand the difference between Jesus Christ and God. Jesus Christ is the person that died on the cross. A person. You ain't never seen no image of God? That's you. That's a spirit. Excuse me. It's a spirit, and the Spirit of God is in all of us. All of us. I didn't know that when I was little, and that's half of the reason why I was so confused with my anointing, is because I didn't even know who God was. Like, where is God? I've been searching for God all my life and didn't realize God is right here on the inside of me. All my chakras is God. But it's a mindset. Understand that I have catnip. I love you. And I would love to meet you because I need to hug you. And kiss you on your forehead. I do that to so many people because that's how I bless your knowledge. I'm going to kiss you on your forehead in the middle. I do my granddaughter like that. She's so smart. I would love to kiss you on your forehead and hug you and motivate you and inspire you to continue to be you. Because truth hurts. Some of these individuals really should be hiring me because they're clearly in the wilderness and have been misled to believe things that are not true. And there's a lot of people that think that Jesus Christ is God. Ooh, that's scary because you're misled. You're all deep off. You back in the wilderness with that one. You know what I'm saying? Okay, I'll get off here. Deuces. Love y'all. Talk to y'all later.